Ladies and gentlemen, SVW fans, welcome to SVW Jenesis. Tonight we are live from the beautiful city of Tokyo, Japan. Jenesis is our annual excursion to the land of the rising sun, and this evening we have a phenomenal event for you. The SVW Championship is on the line when Stigma defends his championship against number one contender Chris Newton. Prim defends her SVW Women's Championship in her last women's standing match against Selina Weaver, and Selina's fellow hometown heroes Akira Yamashita and his sister Emily fight for the SVW Tag Team and Pure Women's Championships respectively in their own matches tonight. The Women's Tag Team Championships are also on the line. Kirsty Keane will face Blight in Extreme Rules, and trust me, that one is very personal. And of course, our general manager Stuart Keane steps into 3 stages of hell tonight against Brian Addams, with some serious stipulations which will be revealed by the GM shortly. For now, let's get the show started with our SVW Jenesis Invitational. 6 men, 1 Eliminator Gauntlet. The last man standing wins a shot at the SVW Championship at Homecoming next month. Enjoy the show. I should have said, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Nigel Montgomery. I am your host for this evening. Let's go to the ring announcer for the rules.
The following is a Gauntlet Eliminator match. The rules of the match are as follows. 2 superstars will start in the ring. At regular intervals, a new superstar enters the match. Eliminations can occur by pinfall or submission. The match continues until 1 superstar remains, and that superstar will be declared the winner!
So remember, ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this match will earn a shot at the SVW Championship at Homecoming next month. And the competitors are picked at random, but we now know the first entrant is going to be the Postman. He made his debut at Lockdown in that open challenge with Chris Newton. So here he is.
And from Cork, Ireland, weighing in at 234 pounds, the Postman!
So Postman, the oldest member of the roster, just over the age of 60, I would say more nearer to 70. He doesn't look a day over 55. That's what he tells us anyway. But the Postman has a huge opportunity here. However, he does have to go the whole way. Like I say, he has to go from start to finish. This is not going to be easy for him to do. He's got to go through 5 other men. And like I say, we don't know who they are. That's the beauty of these gauntlets. Completely random opponents picked at random. But we know the Postman's capable of getting it done. He has trained some of the best that SVW has to offer, including his son, Stuart Keane, who is the general manager. SVW very much a family-run company. We did explain that Postman, one of the 4 pillars, one of the 4 cornerstones of the company that started SVW, with Stuart Keane, Scoob and myself. So yeah, this man has got his DNA all over SVW in the cleanest way possible. But who is going to be his first opponent? That remains to be seen. And it's Michael Consiglio, the self-professed Don of SVW. And you can hear those boos already. Remember Michael Consiglio attacking AJ on Sanctum last week.
Weighing in at 234 pounds, Don Michael Consiglio.
So Michael Consiglio is rubbing his eyes at this crowd, but yes, he attacked AJ last week in a backstage segment. And wait a minute, AJ's here. Okay, AJ's here to get some revenge. Oh my god, into the steel steps. Michael Consiglio, he might not be long for this match at this point. AJ taking his vengeance, always laying into him here. And the crowd are actually booing AJ. Maybe because he's interrupted this match. But AJ's got every right to do this, if you ask me. And so he's attacked from behind, left bloodied and beaten in our locker room last week. Michael Consiglio not happy that AJ knocked him out of a previous gauntlet. So AJ's going to prevent Michael Consiglio from progressing in this one at this point. The referee is waiting for Consiglio to go up. Consiglio is going to compete here. Postman's ready as well. Like I say, what's that damage done to Consiglio's chances? Nice clothesline by a Postman. And as I say, he might not be long for this match here. Okay, I think Michael Consiglio may have picked on the wrong person when it comes to AJ. Another an STO here by the Postman. Postman knows he's got a great opportunity here. Like I say, he has to go coast to coast. That's what I was trying to figure out earlier, the words for that. And here's the end. Oh, the return to sender by the Postman. He's not done here, though. Is he going for a second return to sender? Wouldn't that technically be a full 360 going back to the receiver? I'm not here to state that. 1, 2, it's over. Michael Consiglio is out. And so Postman now awaits his next opponent, and I believe they're going to get a proper entrance here purely because there's no one else in the ring. It's Mezclador. Here we go. As we say, all these opponents picked at random, all 6.
And representing the originals from Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico, weighing in at 224 pounds, Mercer!
As we say, the numbers all picked at random. That's how these gauntlets work. Like I say, these gauntlets give you a huge opportunity. As we say, SVW Championship match at Homecoming. Our next pay-per-view in August. Like I say, whoever wins this will face the winner of our match here tonight between Stigma and Chris Newton. And we also will hear from Stuart Keane following this match, actually, in relation to his 3 stages of hell match. We know the stipulations now for the 3 matches, but we know the types of matches, but we don't know what the stipulations are. And like I say, Stuart Keane's going to address those following this match, and this should be interesting because we've still got 4 men to come. So Mezclador looks ready for action. Ladies and gentlemen, proud to be here in Tokyo, Japan. I'm Nigel Montgomery. Thank you for joining us here tonight. This is going to be a phenomenal show. The wrestlers always like to up their game in Japan. Tonight is going to be no exception. So here we go. Collar and elbow tie up by the Postman into a fireman's carry. And a Green Bay plunge here by the Postman. I can tell you he's been nowhere near Green Bay in his life. He's UK born and bred. Well, I say UK. He's born in Ireland. But lives in the UK. Nice moonsault by Mezclador. Pinfall attempts. Only a 1. And ladies and gentlemen, we have so much to bring you here tonight. Both sets of tag titles on the line. We have the Authority taking on the champions, Wasteland Chaos. We also have Mason Luther and Terry Tuff, the Apollo Nation, defending their titles against hometown heroes Akira Yamashita and Satoru Kobayashi. Remember, Akira's sister Emily's in action too. She'll be taking on Pokiday for the Pure Women's Championship. And like I said, we've got those 2 main events, those 3 main events. The SVW Championship match, we'll come back to that in a moment. Here comes the third opponent, and it is Daniel Hammer. We've seen Hammer a lot over the last few weeks. So no rush to get down here, he's just strutting to the ring. Like I say, again, he has to go quite far to get the win here, but like I say, you've got all these 3 men. All the men in this match will be attacking each other at the same time. 1 man has been eliminated. So that does open up the field for everyone else. Oh, kick to the ribs. Oh, double super kick here. Daniel Hammer and Mezclador double teaming and then try to take each other out. Oh, handspring head scissors here. Great sequence there, and an STO by Postman. Postman's not going down without a fight. Well, Postman going for another return to sender here. Sending everyone back to where they came from, but Mezclador possibly foolishly broke that pin up. Got that kendo stick. Postman is up now though. Postman going for a power slam, maybe. No, Mezclador reverses into a DDT, and these 1 minute intervals are flying through here. We're going to get another interval. We're going to get another entrant in a moment. Mezclador's on the top rope, and it's Jackie Hayes. Again, Jackie Hayes has been impressive over the past few weeks. I think Daniel Hammer's got a bag of thumbtacks in his hand here. He hasn't opened it yet. But here comes Jackie Hayes. We're at 4 in here. We've got 2 more entrants to come. And Jackie Hayes has just entered the ring. As we were saying, ladies and gentlemen, the SVW Championship on the line. Stigma versus Chris Newton later tonight. Beautiful moonsault, but no purchase on anyone there. We've also got Prim versus Selina Weaver in our last women's standing match for the SVW Women's Championship. And as we say, that 3 Stages of Hell match, which has got a lot of attention in the media over the last 2 weeks, especially with the injury to Stuart Keane, who has been absent. He returns to the manager's office here tonight, and we will hear from him following this match. But like I said, let's get back to this match. Let's not put this down and talk about everything over the top of it. Elbow by Hayes. And I do apologise if my voice comes through a bit croaky at times. I've had a sore throat this week, ladies and gentlemen. Fireman's carry by Daniel Hammer. Elbowed out by Postman. Hayes and Mezclador on the outside. I think Hayes just did a German suplex on Mezclador. And now Hayes has got that bag of thumbtacks that Hammer introduced earlier. I think Hayes is going to empty it here. He is. And here comes the 5th entrant. Sorry, I missed that. Oh! Cameron Cassidy is the 5th entrant, and immediately Postman smashes a guitar over his head. Welcome to the match, Cameron Cassidy. One half of the British Bulldogs. Nice throw-up slam there by the Postman. So remember, we've got thumbtacks in the ring at the moment. Mezclador just rolled into them. I don't know if he intended to do that. But Cameron Cassidy is in the ring now. Nice flying headbutt. So all of the entrants for this match are now in the ring. But Michael Consiglio has been eliminated because of AJ. I guarantee we have not heard the last of that. AJ getting his revenge for what happened last week on Sanctum. Ladies and gentlemen, this week's Sanctum was postponed due to bad weather. We could not attend the arena where the show was supposed to be held. So we are straight into pay-per-view duty this week. So apologies if you missed out on our regular Tuesday show. We will be back to normal next week. And in the future we are going to have alternate venues discussed should that happen again. Like I say, wrestlers got a nice week off to rest up for this show. Nice super kick there by Mezclador. Head scissors by Daniel Hammer. And these men are taking it to each other here. And Mezclador going for a slap suplex. Postman, I think, just landed. He landed on those thumbtacks. So wrestlers like to show off in Japan, and tonight is no exception so far. Lots of flips here. Mezclador rolls to the outside. Cameron Cassidy with a scoop. He'll drop Jackie Hayes on that top turnbuckle. He does. There's also a light tube and a kendo stick in that ring at the moment. Pinfall attempt on Jackie Hayes. No luck for Cameron Cassidy though. So Cassidy has stated his intent to go solo at some point. It's no offense. Oh, he's just thrown Jackie Hayes over the top. If this was a battle royal, Jackie Hayes would be eliminated. When Cameron Cassidy's got that light stick, that light tube. Maybe he's just removed it from the ring. But yeah, Cassidy intending to go solo. He said it won't affect his tag team ethic. He likes the opportunity to have solo matches, and he's getting one here, even though it is a multi-man match. Had Jackie Hayes, very old school, nice sit down on the back of Daniel Hammer's spine there. Postman is down and out. Remember, Postman was in here first. He's still got a long way to go if he wants to win this. Daniel Hammer with a sit-down Michinoku driver. And so weapons are legal in this type of match. That's why everyone's battering each other. And Daniel Hammer's got a guitar, maybe about to play the greatest hits on the back of Cameron Cassidy, and he does. Right in the spine, but Cassidy did not take lightly to that. Cassidy runs Hammer. Oh, okay, maybe stopped halfway. Pinfall attempt here by Postman. And Hayes kicks out, but Hayes again is laying in those thumbtacks right now. What a match this has been so far. So trying to keep an eye on everything going on here. Postman was about to hit something on Jackie Hayes, maybe a spear. Cassidy and Hammer have got in the way. Oh, double backbreaker here by Postman. Maybe a drop Cassidy on those thumbtacks. No, he moved him out of the way actually. Oh, and I think Mesclador was busted open there, or was that Jackie Hayes? Return the sender by the Postman on Cameron. 1, 2. And Cassidy kicks out despite being on those thumbtacks. It might be Cassidy who was busted open, I'm not sure. Return the sender on Hayes. Head scissors by Hammer. 1, 2. And Hayes is eliminated by the Postman. Postman's got both eliminations so far. Nice head scissors by Hammer. Postman is... I think Hayes was busted open. You can see the blood dripping down his forehead. Oh, nice sliced bread. Or Salida del Sol. Pinfall attempt by Hammer. And Postman is taking on Mesclador on the outside now. Hayes is trying to leave the ringside area. Hammer's got those steel steps. Postman breaks it off though. So Postman's the only one on his feet at the moment. Hammer back up. Nice STO by Postman, or was that a clothesline? Head scissors by Mesclador. Like I said, these multi-man matches very hard to keep track of sometimes. Hammer back into the ring. Wait a minute. Cameron Cassidy's got another bag of thumbtacks. As if one bag wasn't enough. He's going to make things a bit worse here. And Hammer jumps in. Oh, wait a minute. No. He's going to bulldog him into the thumbtacks. Cassidy put them on the floor. And Hammer just made him rue the day he did. Oh, the kick of the people. Hammer distracted by Cassidy. 1, 2. And Hammer's done as well. Mesclador gets a third elimination. Cassidy wins. Oh, into the armbar. Mesclador's in trouble. He's laying on those thumbtacks as well. I think that's why Cassidy introduced them. Mesclador's not going to tap in a hurry though. The Postman's got another bag, a third bag of thumbtacks. This could be a very bloody ending to this match. If things don't go to plan anyway. Belly to belly. Mesclador might be out here. 1, 2. And he is. We're down to 2. And as the announcer just announced, whoever wins this match out of these two men goes at homecoming to get an SVW Championship opportunity. Will it be number 1, the Postman? Or will it be number 6, Cameron Cassidy? And the Postman started his career in SVW very unfortunately losing to Groucho Porks at Lockdown. Remember that? We mentioned it earlier. That open challenge that Chris Newton introduced. Postman lost that match by being pinned by Groucho, who had the audacity to answer it. We are going to hear from Groucho this week on Sanctum in relation to that. And in case you missed it there, Cassidy had just pulled out a third bag of thumbtacks. This ring is a mess. And the Postman's going to drop Cassidy on the top rope, and he's busted open. Cassidy is in a bad way. Oh, Cassidy up. A shoulder block. And again, Cassidy landing on the thumbtacks he introduced to the match. And the Postman. Oh, and Postman's busted open. The Postman was going for the return to sender there, but Cassidy reversed it with a stiff forearm. Oh, wait a minute. No. He's going to kick Postman off this ropes into the thumbtacks. Oh, my God. Postman writhing in pain. What a move by Cassidy. I think that's why he put them there to begin with. And he's got a fourth bag? There's no way he's going to introduce a fourth bag. He is. And he's pulled them over the Postman. Determined to win this match at any cost. What's Cassidy going to do? Powerbomb. He missed the thumbtacks there, but Postman's bloody and battered. And you see he's got a fifth bag. You see the pin stuck in Cassidy's back. He's not going to get that fifth bag introduced. Postman's going to stop him to do that. Oh my God! Power slam into the thumbtacks, and you can see them sticking out of Cassidy's back, piercing his flesh. This has been a hell of a match, but Postman is bringing the clothesline onto the thumbtacks. That's 3 times Cassidy's gone down on him in the last few minutes. I do apologise for my use of words there. And there's a spinning brainbuster on the thumbtacks. Is that going to be enough for the postman? 1, 2. It is. Ladies and gentlemen, the postman is your new number 1 contender to the SVW Championship. What a match this was. Like I say, we're not going to see Michael Consiglio's contribution here, because frankly he didn't make one. AJ preventing him from even getting into an offensive move off before Postman knocked him out with 2 return ascenders. And on that basis, Michael Consiglio was indeed returned to the back. And like I say, after that, it took all 5 men into the ring at once, and we had some absolutely phenomenal battles here, as you're seeing with the replay. There was another return ascender by Postman. He got the second elimination with that on Jackie Hayes. And then it came down to the final 2. Like I say, he'd already hit Cassidy with a return ascender earlier, and then the spinning brainbuster on the thumbtacks, and that was enough. The postman is your number 1 contender, ladies and gentlemen.
Here is your winner, the postman.
And you see the pin sticking in his shirt. Congratulations to the postman. He is your new number 1 contender. And ladies and gentlemen, this is the first of several matches here tonight. We've mentioned them multiple times, and we're going to get to those shortly. We are going to hear from our General Manager Stuart Keane in but a second. But I can confirm that this match will happen at Homecoming, so the postman will face the winner of Chris Newton and Stigma at our summer pay-per-view. And ladies and gentlemen, before we get to the SVW Women's Tag Team Championship match, let's go backstage to Stuart Keane, who has just arrived at the arena. He has got some important announcements to make.
Hello, SVW Universe. Please give a warm welcome to Tokyo, Japan, and welcome to SVW Jenesis. I've been absent for a few weeks, but the drama is still ongoing in SVW, and I've been keeping an eye on things. Frost Valentine, you did a commendable job in my absence, and she made some stellar matches. Prim versus Selina Weaver in a last woman standing match for the SVW Women's Championship. Chris Newton versus Stigma for the SVW Championship. My sister Kirsty in an Extreme Rules match with Alice Blight, and both sets of tag team championships on the line. We have a stacked card for you here in Japan. Yes, Frost, congratulations, you were a worthy general manager. But now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm back. But for how long, that depends on our main event. Tonight I return to the ring, step between the ropes where I made my name 10 years ago. But I'm not the wrestler I once was. A little slower, a little balder, still as handsome. But it doesn't matter. Revenge will be sweet. And despite stories to the contrary, I am 100% medically cleared to compete. Brian Addams, Alice Blight, you have desecrated this company's name and have attacked our friends. My family, me. You crossed the line, and now you have to pay. Brian, I've heard you cursing how this company is run by crooks, how things are unfair to you and Alice, and where that treatment has been earned, your misfortune is your own doing. We are fair here at SVW headquarters, though. So here is what I will do. Tonight, if you lose, Brian, if I beat you in that ring, you will never get a shot at any SVW championship ever again while I remain in tenure. You work out your 2-year contract, and you're gone from SVW. You also have to unmask. It's only fair that people get to see the man who has been making their lives a living hell before you leave the company. But if you win, if you do get past me, you can have a shot at the SVW Championship, the biggest prize of them all, and you can choose where, when, and how. I cannot be fairer than that. Hell, you're lucky I didn't fire your ass 2 weeks ago. And Alice, I didn't forget about you. If you win tonight, you get a shot at the SVW Pure Women's Championship. However, after your actions with Kirsty last week, your match is a one and done at Homecoming. You don't get to choose how and when. And if you lose tonight, you follow your husband out the fucking door. Understood? You decided to make this personal, and tonight, when the Keane family go to war, when the dust settles and the blood dries, well, let's see how your moronic followers do when the acolytes are nothing more than a footnote in wrestling history. This is for these fans. This is for SVW. And if I don't get a chance to say it to you later, Brian, fuck you. Now on with the show.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, huge announcements there by Stuart Keane. Practically putting his career and company on the line if Brian Addams is to win here tonight. We will see how this affects things going forward. Up next, we have got the Women's Tag Team Championships on the line. It'll be the Authority, Bekachu and Ruby Swoops, taking on Wasteland, Skaos, Valley Wrestling, and Anarchy.
Tag team match set for one fall, and is for the Women's Tag Team Championship.
Remember, ladies and gentlemen, Wasteland Skaos winning the Women's Tag Team Championship Tournament final at Lockdown when they defeated the Suicide Blondes in an epic final. So this will be Wasteland Skaos' first title defense. Same for the Apollo Nation, Eliminator and Pokiday, as well as Prim and Stigma. All of them won those titles at Lockdown. The Women's Tag Team Championships just happens to be first. So here comes Ruby Swoops. Confident as ever. So the Authority won this opportunity by winning their tag match at Lockdown against Miss Flynn and Porter Kidman. And remember, we're coming into this match, Bekachu is undefeated in both singles and tag team competition. For want of a better word, so is Ruby actually. When it comes to normal matches, obviously she's been in a battle royal as well. And here comes a Bekachu to join her partner, and this crowd have just erupted here. Bekachu, a huge fan of Pokemon. These Japanese fans know that. And as always, the look between Bekachu and Ruby. They know what they're here to do. They've got one task. Can they win the Women's Tag Team Championships at the first attempt? If they're they're not going to have an easy task of it, that's for sure. So, ladies and gentlemen, as we just saw Stuart Keane announcing that in the match tonight, if he loses, and if Brian Addams wins, he gets an SVW Championship match, which tactically is putting SVW up for ransom. As Stuart Keane said, is if Brian Addams loses, not only will he have to unmask, he never gets an SVW Championship of any kind opportunity again, and he has to leave the company once his 2-year contract expires. So massive stakes here tonight for both men. And speaking of stakes, the Authority know exactly what that means here tonight. Looking to become the second SVW Tag Team, Women's Tag Team Champions. But as I said, they've got to go through the current reigning champs, who are on a bit of a tear at the moment in both singles and tag team competition. You see Volko and Anarchy. Anarchy, remember, double duty at Lockdown, the last pay-per-view. She was in the opening women's Lockdown chamber, and she came runner-up in that. She nearly won from the first spot. And unfortunately lost out to Prim, the Authority's teammate. So there's no love lost between these two teams. Anarchy was supposed to face Bekachu on Sanctum this week before it was cancelled due to the weather. But Volko did lose to Ruby the week before. So these two teams do respect each other, but when it comes to tag team gold, these teams will do whatever it takes to either retain or claim those belts. So Anarchy's cardio is not up for debate here. We know she can go long and hard. We know she can go coast to coast. We know she can be in that ring for hours if need be. She proved it at Lockdown. She's going to have to prove it here tonight too, because as we say, Bekachu undefeated. Well, I've only a couple of ladies or men in this company to be so. One of the others is Pokiday, who's in action later tonight. Get the announcers to do the introductions here, ladies and gentlemen, and then it's time to get down to business.
Introducing the challengers, Becca Strong and Rude E. Sweet, the Authority. And their opponents, the Women's Tag Team Champions in our Keane and Crazy MC the Wanderer, weapons of mass destruction.
So Wasteland Chaos looking for action, Wasteland Chaos ready for action here. So I want to thank Tokyo Japan for being some great hosts this week. Not only have we been here tonight for the wrestling, we've been here for fan meet and greets. This fan base is rabid in a very good way. Very passionate about wrestling, very traditional over here in Japan, very honourable. They've loved every minute of it, and so have we. We've loved being here in Tokyo, Japan, and like I said, this is why it's going to be an annual excursion. It's also why our next pay-per-view is called Homecoming, as we return to the UK for our next pay-per-view. But Bakachu starting off with Anarchy here. The match we were denied because of the weather last week. Look at this move here, submission hold of sorts by Bakachu, and drops Anarchy on her back. The traditional tag team rules here, and for a submission to win the belts, count out and disqualification do not count. So champion's advantage, technically. Ruby's tagged in here. Nice clothesline by Anarchy. Oh, and a punch by Bakachu. Bakachu letting Anarchy know that she's not here to muck about. They mean business here tonight, the Authority. Into the corner. Stomp to the ribs. Ladies and gentlemen, also just getting this announcement through my headphones. Stuart Keane forgot to mention this, but he obviously very passionate getting ready for his huge match in the main event here tonight. But he has announced that it's Viper's birthday, or it was last week. Viper won third of the Military Express. So he has announced that Military Express will face the winner of the tag team match here tonight. Whoever walks out as champs, they will defend those titles against Military Express on Sanctum this week. So congratulations to the Military Express. Good luck to both teams here tonight, but whoever wins that match, it's going to be a banger. Nice spear by Anarchy here. But we now know our first match for Anarchy. We know our first match here for Sanctum this week. Stomp on the ribs here. Anarchy taking Ruby outside. We're on an 8 count here. Might need to be careful. Referee's on a 9 count, and Anarchy's going to get back out of the ring and break the count again. Only just though. And Bakachu's taking on Anarchy here. Series of strikes and a roundhouse kick. And so Anarchy won't mind if they get a count out because they can't lose the titles by count out. The Authority will know that though. What's Ruby doing? She looks like she's stuck on the stairs. One of those little chains hanging off her jeans, I think, maybe got stuck. And look at Ruby, confident here. Look at this, taunting her opponents. Anarchy's not going to take lightly to that. Super kick by Ruby, though. Ruby likes to strut her stuff now and then. I say nothing wrong with confidence if you can back it up. And we know Ruby can back it up for sure. Anarchy will chop. Got a handful of hair here to take Ruby to that corner. Into the turnbuckle. Elbow. Ruby going for the waistlock, go behind into the German, but Anarchy rolls through, lands on her feet. That takes some great athleticism, and Anarchy's got it in abundance. Nice hip toss. And you see her lift the leg to get the leverage there. It's a very unique way of doing a hip toss. Gets a little bit more power into it, a little bit more pain for the recipient. Roll through here by Ruby. Ruby with a super kick on Vault Girl. Now Ruby's going to tag to Becca. Kick here by Bakachu. Nice uppercut as well. And so these 4 ladies respect each other. They are friends backstage. There's no maliciousness here This is a fair match. You'll see that a lot here tonight with the tradition of Japanese wrestling. Nice heat-seeking missile there by the Wasteland Chaos, as they call that. A standing moonsault into an elbow. But yes, tradition is a lot on hand here tonight. The main event, not so much. Stuart Keane and Brian Addams, nothing to admire there between those two. But a lot of the matches here tonight will be competed between friends. Becca runs Anarchy to the corner. Maybe in no woman's land here, but Becca doesn't care. Oh, wait a minute, Becca. She just spread Anarchy's legs. Kick to the... kick to her no-no square, as some people call that. We call that the click kick. Are we allowed to say that on YouTube? Well, I'm not sure. I'm sure I'll be told if we can't use that word. And apologies to the fans, I don't normally use that word. Sounds catchy though. Nice complete shot there by Anarchy. Anarchy not showing the effects of that that lady's part. Assault. If I was able to blush, I would be blushing, but I don't blush. I'm a gentleman. I've seen a lot in my life, ladies and gentlemen. Nice roll through here by Vault Girl, going for a power bomb. So you people think I blush when I say stuff like boobs and whatnot. No. Gentleman education finds very little time to be blushing. Anyway, I'm getting distracted. Let's get back to the match. Boobs can be distracting, let's be honest. Oh, Death Valley driver here by Becca. Vault Girl on the outside. Becca rolls back in. Remember, she can't win the titles by a count-out. She needs to get Vault Girl back in, but Vault Girl's coming back on her own accord. Like I say, Vault Girl would be... they will be able to retain if they get counted out. I'm going for a double team move here. Going for a double backdrop maybe. Yes, and that... Oh, the elevation they got there. I saw Becca's legs flip over in midair. Anarchy going up top, maybe looking for that 450 elbow. She misses it though. The move that secured her the tag team championships at Lockdown. Death Valley, or maybe another Death Valley driver. No, Anarchy reverses elbows to get out of it. Oh, Wasteland go behind again. This lady's wrestling very technically. That's STO. And Ruby's looking for a tag and she gets it. I think Anarchy turned her back there for a fraction of a second. Oh, nice combination into a leg drop. Clothesline of sorts. Here's for the shot. Ruby blocks it. Ruby trying to take Anarchy to the corner. I believe Becca's down on the outside somewhere. I can't see her on the apron. There she is. Oh, and a backstabber by Anarchy. Ladies and gentlemen, I do believe we have been told we're going to be announcing a coming soon segment later tonight. I believe that's going to follow the men's main event. Sorry, the SVW Championship main event between Stigma and Chris Newton, so keep an eye out for that. Oh, another double backdrop. And it's the Ruby this time that goes up and over. It's always interesting to see new wrestlers come into SVW. Nice slice bread by Anarchy. Hooks the legs. 1, 2. Oh, that was close. Ruby with the kick out. Here's a tag. Girl throws Ruby into that corner where Ruby elbows her way out though. Maybe one of these teams could walk out as champions. In a few minutes we're going to find out who that is. Ruby's going to go for a chop. Talking of boobs, right across the chest there. And we heard that impact. Whisper in the wind, but Vault Girl moved, and now Vault Girl's going in with the punches. The cameraman getting a little bit far away, that's better. Get a bit closer up. In for attempt. 1, 2. Like I say, ladies and gentlemen, when you get chopped across the chest as a man, it hurts. When you get chopped across the chest as a woman, well, it also hurts, but in a very different way. Into the corner. I'm not one of those men who's going to propose to know how women feel in pain. I am not that naive, and I do not want to get a slap when I get home to Mrs. Montgomery later tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Off the ropes. Oh, and a running elbow by, or spinning elbow by Vault Girl. Becky will break this up. As you and like I say, I want to say thank you to Frost Valentine for her work over the past few weeks. We saw her and Stuart Keane very comfortable in each other's presence in that promo earlier. Frost has done an impeccable job in Keane's absence. Remember, he was missing for a couple of weeks. Maybe Ruby with a kick down, going for that drop kick in the corner at the hands of Brian Addams, who slammed him through or into the steel steps off the commentary table a couple of weeks ago. We'll be going for a powerbomb maybe. Back, into her knee. Her knee going into the center of Vault Girl's spine. And Vault Girl's a live woman. She's very thin. There's not much muscle there around that spinal area. A women Pele kick here. And I'll say Ruby knows she can't win the titles on count now. She's going to get Vault Girl back in that ring if she can. Oh, referee in the way. Ruby looking for something. What's she got in mind here? Maybe a super kick? And she hits it. It's normally followed up by the scoops ahoy. I think that's what she's going for here. No. Oh, the face buster. And broken up here. Volgel busted open on that move. Landed straight on her face. We're looking a bit exhausted. She's walking warily here. Oh, Volgel fights her way out. By Volgel, a series of strikes. Volgel is not out of this yet. Oh, look at that spin around here. Showing off a bit, elbow to the back, and go for the pump handle slam into a backbreaker as well. Ladies and gentlemen, I do believe we have seen Michael Consiglio backstage. He is not happy with what happened in that opening match. For those who just joined us, Consiglio attacked during his entrance by AJ in revenge for Consiglio attacking AJ a couple of weeks ago. Warranted, if you ask me. You can't do that in SVW. Things are settled in the ring. You take it out of the ring, you need to expect payback to come your way shortly. And I think that's what AJ was exacting here tonight. I have just had it announced that AJ will face Michael Consiglio at Homecoming in a couple of weeks at the next pay-per-view. More details will be forthcoming on that on Sanctum next week. Nice German suplex by Vault Girl, but Ruby will tag. Pikachu to the apron. Punches Vault Girl, looking to come back in. Springboard here with a clothesline. This has been very evenly contested so far. It's very hard to see who's going to win. Nice tag, Vault Girl. On Pikachu with the running Canadian Destroyer, or the Mexican Destroyer. She calls it the Bunny Destroyer. And that just busted Anarchy open. She just landed on the side of a temple. I can't see it from here, but I think that blood is flowing already. We'll get a look at that in a second. But both members of Wasteland Chaos are busted open here, showing you war wounds from their title defense. Well, look at this here by Pikachu. Look at the agility and spinning around. You can see Anarchy's left side of her face is it her left side? No, sorry, her right side is covered in blood. That's Northern Lights into a brainbuster by Pikachu. And Pikachu, flipping off this crowd here maybe, and showing off a little bit with some skips and some taunts, and that's giving Anarchy a chance to tag in. Probably a bad error by Pikachu. You can't be doing that in a title opportunity, that's for sure. Nice springboard off the rope. Running elbow by Vault Girl. Vault Girl going for the pin, catching Pikachu on the side of the head, and Ruby's there before the count even begins. Vault Girl looking for that Nuka Breaker. You've seen her line this up before. Is she going to hit it? No. Becca just reverses with the elbow. And Becca with the Becca choo-choo. But she's not going for the pin. I think, now she is. That's probably a mistake. It gave Vault Girl valuable seconds, but Anarchy broke it up anyway. Becca with the big mistake of this match so far, I believe, anyway. Running kick misses. So Becca could have wrapped that up there, but she hasn't got a chance to now. We're going to get another double team here. Wasteland slam into a senton by Volkgirl. Aniki going for the pin. And Volkgirl here to keep an eye on Ruby. Ruby didn't come in to save Bekachu, but Bekachu's in a land of hurt here. In the wrong corner as well. And there's the 450 elbow. And again, Ruby's not getting in. Bekachu might be in trouble here. And Aniki has pinned Bekachu. Aniki has just handed Bekachu her first ever loss in SVW. And you have to come back to that era by Bekachu. Could she have won it if she'd gone for the pin immediately after the Bekachu? We'll never know now. But nonetheless, this was a stellar match between two of the best teams this company has to offer in the women's division. There's the PLE kick. There's the 450 elbow that won it. You saw the impact. It hit Bekachu right in the heart there. Right a bit that square on that chest.
Here are your winners.
Congratulations.
Still, women's tag team champions in our Keane and Crazy MC the Wonder. Weapons of mass destruction.
Ladies and gentlemen, from one set of tag team championships to the other, it is now the turn of the men. The Apollo Nation defending their tag team championships against Black Dragon, Akira Yamashita and Satoru Kobayashi, the hometown heroes here tonight. Mason Luther and Terry Tuff have got a hard task ahead of them. Let's go straight down to the ring.
The following is a tag team match set for one fall and is for the Tag Team Championship.
So the Apollo Nation winning the men's equivalent of the SVW Tag Team Championship tournaments at Lockdown. Much to the chagrin of the fans, obviously Fish and Chips were the favourites. Everyone wanted them to win. Fish and Chips will get their chance at some point. But tonight it's the turn of the hometown heroes, Black Dragon, normally led to the ring by Emily Yamashita, but she's getting ready for her match against Pokiday, which is actually next. So Akira, the brother of Emily, will run the Yamashita dojo. Satoru, the first pupil of that dojo. Very honoured to be that first pupil, but Emily and Akira, very traditional, very focused, very disciplined, and that shows in their matches here in SVW. It's not going to be an easy task for the Apollo Nation. Can Black Dragon win the SVW Tag Team Championships in their home country? That will be the dream. And so, ladies and gentlemen, the Wasteland Chaos retaining an epic battle in the previous match. Authority seen shaking hands with them backstage. Like I say, this is how they do things properly here in SVW. So Black Dragon are ready. But this is also Satoru's actual debut. He hasn't wrestled in an SVW ring before. So it'll be interesting to see what he can bring to the forte, shall we say. And ladies and gentlemen, you may have seen it in the previous match with Ruby's entrance. We have a little pop-ups coming up every now and then for Frost Valentine. Remember, she's not only our temporary general manager for the last few weeks. And wait a minute, I think we'll come back to Frost in a second. I think the Apollo Nation are mocking Black Dragon here. They're doing the same entrance walk, same mannerisms. And this is, like I say, this is disrespectful to say the least. Making a mockery of Black Dragon. You can see Akira's face, he's not happy with that. We may see that come out in him during this match. But as I was saying, this Frost Valentine, not only is she our temporary general manager, or was our temporary general manager, she also does all the entrance themes for SVW. Every single song you hear in this company is made by Frost and her talented range of friends. So when you see those little notifications pop up, it's a reminder that Frost does have her own YouTube channel, Frost Valentine. She also is available on Spotify. Spotify is a work in progress. She has her first debut album up on there. Obviously, she has a song from that album in SVW. It is Stuart Keane's entrance music. But the SVW themes will make their way there in due course.
Introducing the challengers at a combined weight of 409 pounds, Satoru Kobayashi and Akira Yamashita, the Blade Runners.
So quite the feat to be debuting in a tag team championship match. Not many people can say they've done that. Satoru can.
And their opponents at a combined weight of 452 pounds, the tag team champions, Tough-Man Terry Buck and Mason Luthor, the Nation.
So unlike the other champions here tonight, Mason Luthor and Terry Tough have defended these tag titles already since they won them. It was literally the next episode of Sanctum after lockdown. They defended them against Fish and Chips. And Fish and Chips won the match, but it was by count-out. Many say that Apollo Nation engineered it that way so they wouldn't lose the titles by a count-out. And since then, people have actually had that little asterisk next to the Apollo Nation. Don't take anything away from their athletic ability. Nice clothesline here by Satoru to start things. Like I say, Mason Luthor, a former amateur wrestler in the USA. These guys know what they're doing, but keeping those titles at any cost is also the sign of a decent champion. Whether those methods are borderline cheeky or dirty or corrupt, whatever way you want to word it, it works at the end of the day. So Irish whip here by Terry Tough into the corner. We'll see a tag here, yes, Mason Luthor's coming straight in. And we saw this by Anarchy and Vault Girl. They call it the Heat Seeker. I don't think the Apollo Nation have a name for that. But Luthor is going to springboard into the ring with a... Oh, he missed that, whatever that was. I think it was an attempt at a headbutt. Possibly. Kira's going to take advantage of this. Kira runs into the corner, running forearm. But as we said, ladies and gentlemen, yes, Frost Valentine's music is on YouTube. She uploads an SVW theme song every 4 days at the moment. We have got such a range of talent in those songs. This past week we saw the release of the British Bulldogs theme, Dogfight Dynasty. Irish whip into the corner here. We'll also see the release of a few more songs this week as well. But yes, pop over to Frost Valentine on YouTube, drop her a subscribe. It's free of charge. Click the bell and all that fancy jazz on YouTube, and you will be notified of SVW themes being uploaded. You will also start to see them collaborated with on our channel at some point too. Elbow here by Mason Luthor. Series of forearms. As I mentioned earlier, ladies and gentlemen, if you hear my throat croaking a little bit, it's because I've had a sore throat this week. This bad weather, we mentioned it, like I say, it delayed an episode, well, cancelled an episode of Sanctum. It plays havoc with the old larynx and the sinuses. Axe handle here, double team move. I think Terry was going to get... Is Terry the legal man? He is, yeah. Both members of Apollo Nation getting out of the ring there. Terry doesn't look like he knows what he wants to do. Seems a bit uncertain. Into the corner. Remember, we still have Pokiday to come, taking on Emily Yamashita, Akira's sister. Nice power slam here by Satoru. That match will be for the Women's Pure Championship. Remember, Prim takes on Selina Weaver in Last Woman Standing. We have Stigma versus Chris Newton, and we also have that 3 Stages of Hell match. So we've still got a lot more to bring you here tonight. Nice takedown here. Oh, nice roll through. Nice enziguri as well by Terry. The Satoru kicks out. Like I say, this is the first time we're seeing Satoru Kobayashi. We've mentioned the SVW original scheme before. Wrestlers who have wrestled nowhere ever except here. And Satoru and Akira both under that scheme. Nice clothesline there. Double team move. Forearm. So it'll be very back and forth. Both teams very technically sound. And every so often it looks like that camera's a little bit wonky. It's not centered on the ring. I don't know if it's just my eyes. Irish whip here. Double shoulder block. And Akira going for Mason Luther. So, and a forearm, and Luther's busted open. That was a stiff forearm by Akira. We know he can strike with the best of them. And Satoru's going to come in now. This must be a proud moment for Akira, seeing his student in the ring with him. How proud would he be if they can win the tag titles here tonight? It'd be a huge moment, not just for them, but for their hometown crowd. This crowd erupted when they came out here earlier, and they're very, very positive here tonight as well. Got another double T move here by Akira and Satoru. Another clothesline. We saw that a moment ago. Keeping it simple here. Remember, Satoru is making his debut. He won't want to do anything too over the top or too risky. Oh, and a facebuster here by Akira. Akira, though, he's wrestled before. He knows what he's doing. He'll be willing to take a risk or two. So the experienced head in this match. Running boot. And Akira just, low bridge. Mason Luther's got both members of Apollo Nation on the ground. So Akira trying to get in the head of the champs. It might be working. He can't get Terry into the ring. Oh, and into the ring post. And I think he also broke the LED boards there. Terry Tough maybe looking for a count out here. No, Akira's back in. Just. Let's say Apollo Nation would take a count out if they could get it. Referee nearly got clobbered there. Into the corner. So homecoming next month, ladies and gentlemen, in August. We already have a couple of matches confirmed for that show. Like I say, we have the SVW Championship match. It will be the Postman taking on Stigma or Chris Newton. AJ will take on Michael Consiglio. We don't know the ins and outs of that match yet, but we'll get the details on Sanctum this week. Kicks to the ribs there. Luther going for a pin on behalf of Apollo Nation. And as we saw with the stipulations earlier from Stuart Keane, if Alice Blight beats Kirsty Keane here tonight, she gets a shot at the Pure Women's Championship at Homecoming too. So that card's starting to take shape. Won't go for the German. Reversal here by Luther into a German of his own. It's been a stellar match so far. Luther might be looking for a running knee. I thought he was going for a complete shot or a Shining Wizard, but he didn't go for either. Just to show you how much variance he has in his locker. Nice crossbody slam. A splash. Ladies and gentlemen, SVW Sanctum will return to normal scheduled viewing this Tuesday. Kick to the legs here by Akira. Akira using those kick and here we go. This is a combo we've seen before. Nice drop kick. Using those educated feet and fists. Looking for attempt on Terry. And Terry kicks out. Akira's won a match in SVW with that before. He beat Nathaniel Garrett. There's a tag. And here comes Satoru. Into the corner. Oh, wait a minute. He went for a drop kick. Terry moved out. Oh, sorry, a running kick. And Terry moved out of the way. And that's a drop kick there by Terry. Right hand. Terry going for a suplex of some kind. I think Satoru reversed it. Nice chop block. Running with a clothesline. Look at the leap he got on that. Satoru, is he going to let Terry tag? He is. Satoru wanting to challenge himself against the bigger of the two men. Nice right hand. Oh, wait a minute, what's Satoru doing? He's going for the bit inexperience there. Focusing on the wrong man, and Mason Luther leapt to his advantage. Oh, and a spin kick. Whereas Mescador calls it the kick of the people, but Satoru with a spinning roundhouse, and Mason kicks out of this. Satoru as educated as Akira with those feet by the looks of this. Expected nothing less when he trained in the same dojo. Luther kicking his Satoru down. Luther, you can see, is leering at Akira. Satoru comes out of the corner with a clothesline. Goes for this Russian leg sweep. What's going on here? Luther changing position on the apron. Terry going for that jumping suplex cutter. I've seen that before. And now Satoru's going to go for a tag, and Terry missed. Like I say, he waited too long, I think. Into the corner. Akira's going to put Terry on that top rope. No, he isn't. Terry kicks out. Goes for the rollover DDT. Sorry, some call that the float over DDT. I do apologise. Satoru watching his mentor go to work here. It's been a very evenly contested match, much like the women's match before this. It's very difficult to see where the win's going to come from. But that's a testament to the talent of the tag division. I don't think we've ever seen a tag team squash match as such. German suplex, and Terry landing right on the back of his head. Irish whip into the corner. We've seen this from Terry. We see this quite a lot from Terry. That springboard backwards leg drop. And so the opponent's always too worried about dropping on the back of their head, so they hold on to that top rope out of survival instinct, which makes it such a dangerous move. And what's Terry Tough doing? It's balling, so to speak. I'm not down with the kids, ladies and gentlemen, but I believe that means you dunk the ball in the basket. I do apologise for my very British gentlemanness there. Sit down, spin out powerbomb there by Terry. Satoru's the legal man though, and a sit down spinebuster by Satoru. Well, remember, Terry's not having any of that. See there, ladies and gentlemen, the kids in their ways nowadays with their tiki-toks. Well, remember, Terry Tough is busted open here. But yeah, kids in their ways with their tiki-toks and their social medias. Balling. May have missed a memo on that one, I do apologise. Akira here with the axe handle. Working up the pin on his protege. Terry going for a neck breaker. So it's been a very good match so far from both sides. Terry going up top. What's he looking for? We know Terry can fly if he has to. And there's... he goes for the nothing but net. That neck break, that leg drop lariat, but Satoru caught him into a powerbomb, which shows incredible technique. Terry missing his finisher. Going for that backwards leg drop again. And Akira's trying to get Satoru to let go. Just take the, take the bump on the head, but if you fall on the back of your head, it's going to hurt. Drop kick misses. Terry runs in. Satoru with a kick to the legs. And a drop kick of his own. And Satoru lining up here. He's ready for something, whatever it is. And Satoru with a super kick. Taking Terry down. This referee is counting here. Satoru needs to be aware of the count. He's on to 5 already. Satoru looking for a spin kick here. No, back fist. And again, Satoru not obeying the count. He's only got 3 seconds left to get back in the ring. And what's he going for here? He's going for a tombstone pole driver on the outside, but he's only got a 9 count. We're going to get a double count out here if Satoru is going to get back in the ring. He's tried to break the referee's count. I don't think he's going to be able to do though. It's a win for Black Dragon, but it's a count out win. And for the second title defense in a row, the Apollo Nation have retained due to a count out loss. Wow. To be honest, Satoru's lack of experience may have been the factor here. He was getting carried away. If he'd done this in the ring, we could have had new tag champs, to be fair. So that back fist and that tombstone, what a combination that was. Congratulations to the Black Dragon, but we have a feeling this match could have ended so much better for them.
Here are your winners, Satoru Kobayashi and Akira Yamashita, the Blade Runners.
So that Even though it's a count-out win, it could still keep them in tag team contention for the belts. But for tonight, their quest for the titles is over. However, they do pick up a win in their hometown, so bittersweet victory here, I believe. Congratulations to Black Dragon, you deserve it. And ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately for Akira Yamashita, he did not win the SVW Tag Team Championships. However, his sister, Emily Yamashita, now has her chance at glory, where she takes on Pokiday for the SVW Pure Women's Championship. Can Emily Yamashita do what her brother couldn't? Let's go down to the ring and find out, shall we?
The following is scheduled for one fall and is for the Pure Women's Championship.
And ladies and gentlemen, we normally have a woman announcing the women's matches and the men announcing the men's. Tonight has changed slightly due to scheduling. But that will be returning back to Sanctum normally on Tuesday. As we say, Emily looking to do what her brother could not. But as we mentioned earlier, there's a select few wrestlers in SVW, and the list is dwindling of wrestlers who are undefeated. Emily's opponent here tonight is one of the undefeateds. Pokiday, our pure women's champion. She will be a very tough act to beat. Emily looking forward to the challenge. As we say, much like Akira and Satoru, Emily is trained in the Yamashita dojo. Very proud moment for all three members, to be honest. And like I say, they're not the only Japanese wrestlers in action here tonight on the SVW roster. Selina Weaver will also be in action. Like I say, she is half Italian but half Japanese. But she does normally resides here in Tokyo. So again, another hometown hero gets a chance later against Prim. And here comes our pure women's champion, the Princess of Puerto Rico, Pokiday. So Poki, full of confidence, never one to not smile. I don't think I've ever seen her without a smile on her face. Even when she's getting kicked in the face, I think she's smiling. But she does have a vicious mean streak, so piss her off and she's going to kick your ass. And there we go, ladies and gentlemen, Frost Valentine promo again. As we mentioned before, Frost Valentine available on YouTube and Spotify. SVW music uploaded on Spotify every 3 or 4 days. Daymare was the third song to be uploaded. And as we say, Frost Valentine is busy working on all the entrance themes. I can confirm she's working on the theme for the coming soon wrestler, who will be announced after our men's championship match later tonight. That's why she's only made a fleeting appearance over the last few weeks. But here we go. It's time for the Pure Women's Championship match for Emily. Let's go to the ring announcer with the introductions.
Introducing the challenger from Tokyo, Japan, Emily Yamashita.
Emily looking all business here. Look at that look on her face. Yeah, she's ready. She's ready for this match.
And her opponent from Puerto Rico, the Pure Women's Champion, the
So Pokiday ready to defend her title. So she's got a varied arsenal at her disposal. That's what it's all about. And as I say, the winner of this match will face Alice Blight, if Alice Blight can put Kirsty Keane away here tonight. Either way, this title will be defended at Homecoming next month. Nice rolling head scissors by Poki, and she rolls through. Again, no wasted motion. Springboard moonsault. Poki out of the blocks here. Very agile, very smooth as well. Anyway, Poki looking for something out of the corner. What's she looking for here? She goes through with the flip DDT. That's what Ruby Swoops calls the Scoops Ahoy. Emily comes off the rope. Nice moonsault. Takes Poki down. This is what Emily needs to do. She needs to be quick. She needs to catch Poki off guard. Utilize those strikes. And Poki, with a strike of her own there, super kick to the back. Emily was... Sorry, she was pleading a little bit to the hometown crowd. You can't afford to do that in a women's championship match. As we saw Becca do it earlier, and it cost her eventually. Kick to the ribs. Enziguri attempt, but blocked there by Emily. Very smart block as well. She put her leg up to block the impact. Emily off the ropes. Here come those kicks. And again, Poki can't afford to take too many of those. Nice drop kick. And Poki's struggling there. Nice moonsault. Corkscrew on it as well. I say Emily is a striker, but she can fly. And there's that roundhouse kick. Maybe too early to hit that. She's won matches with that before. Shot by Poki. We're going to get a trade-off here. Poki, and yes, we are. Strikes. I don't know if Poki should be trading strikes with Emily Yamashita, but hey, when has Poki ever done things easily? She's a fighter. She's a survivor. She's gone through enough to get here. We know what her plight has been. We've seen her do promos about it. With these right hands here. And the strikes and the chops. These two ladies are just beating each other here. We're only a couple of minutes in as well. And here we go, right hand, left city. Who's going to come out on top in this exchange? Oh, Emily does. She needs to take advantage. And there's that roundhouse kick again. We could have new champion here, ladies and gentlemen. 1, 2, no. The crowd knew that was a huge moment. And Emily can't believe it. Look, Poki's up. Running drop kick. Enziguri. Poki survived one of Emily's biggest moves with that back roundhouse. Going into the German. Great strength. And Poki again, like checking her nails. She does this often. A little bit of cockiness, but again, if you've got the ability, back it up, then why not? Nice cave-in stomp. Pinfall attempt, and Emily kicks out. Get the feeling Poki's got the flow going here. Poki here looking for the daymare. She misses it. Oh, Emily ducked. Emily knew it was coming. And Emily needs to take advantage, but Poki... No, oh, wait a minute. No, she did. Emily with the reversal. Emily with a power slam. And so this is where Emily needs to take advantage. She's going up top. She's going for the she's going for the Phoenix Splash, and she hits it. We've got a new champion here. 1, 2, and again Poki kicks out. This is why Poki's such a determined champion. This is why Poki is undefeated. And there's another roundhouse. That's the third roundhouse. And again, Emily not going for a pin. That could be a mistake. We've seen it happen a few times here tonight. People are not going for the pins off their finishing moves. And we're in a Poki. We know what she's going for here. That jumping cutter. She calls that the daymare redux. 1, 2. Yes, Poki's the winner. But again, Emily cost herself the match. She hit that roundhouse and did not go for the pin. Yeah, the daymare redux, that jumping cutter off the ropes. Poki doesn't use it very often. But the positioning was right, so why not use it? There's that roundhouse kick. That pinfall was kicked out of. You see Poki here with a cave-in stomp. She did go for the daymare running forearm. And Emily had the wherewithal to duck that. We might see that on the replay next. No, we don't. Here we go. Daymare redux. But Emily, like I say, she hit her roundhouse kick. Third roundhouse kick. And she didn't go for the pin. And that is when Emily was caught by this move by Poki.
And still, pure women's champion.
Congratulations to Pokiday, but again, fortune maybe shined on her here tonight. I mean, she's got the skills. Let's not deny that. Congratulations to Poki. Ladies and gentlemen, we have been told that we're going to head backstage. Hank Ventura he needs our attention. Let's go back there now.
Ladies and gentlemen, backstage correspondent Hank Ventura here, and I'm looking to get a word with Michael Consiglio after AJ's actions tonight. Michael, what have you got to say?
Get out of my face, you fucking stew nard. IJ. You just made the biggest mistake of your career, Corleone. Watch your back, because Omerta is coming for you. And we're coming when you least expect it. Por Carmadonna.
Okay, no nonsense there for Michael Consiglio. He looks absolutely pissed. And his mishandling of Hank Ventura, that needs to be addressed. We'll get to that. Ladies and gentlemen, up next it is personal between these two ladies. It is Kirsty Keane versus Alice Blight in Extreme Rules. Remember, Alice has got a big stake here. If she loses, she will be fired after her contract is up. However, if she wins, she gets a shot at the Pure Women's Championship. Kirsty Keane is just here for revenge after Alice's attack on her in the parking lot a couple of weeks ago. Vicious assault by Alice, but this all ties into Stuart Keane and Brian Addams' drama from the main event here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be brutal, this is going to be personal, and it's going to be violent. And, pardon my French, manhandling a backstage announcer, Michael Consiglio, does not make you a man. See if Stuart Keane reprimands Michael Consiglio. That's 3 times now he has attacked backstage announcers, wrecked the backstage area, thrown his toys out the pram like a child, nothing more than a petulant child. But I need to remain unbiased and I can't be saying stuff like that. So here we go. So here comes Alice Blight, who, again, frankly, has been making the roster's life a living hell over the last few weeks. However, the Acolytes raising a point that they have been mistreated since Stuart Keane has been on their case. Now, Alice Blight has not won a match in a couple of weeks. She lost to Hayley Hamilton and then lost to Lex Addams because of this ongoing drama. Kirsty Keane is the one who stepped up and said, I'll face you at Jenesis in Extreme Rules. And if I know Kirsty like I do know Kirsty, I'm good friends with Stuart Keane and his whole family. Kirsty, passionate and violent if she's put into a position where she could be violent. Kirsty Keane is a mother. She knows what it takes to defend her babies, and she considers SVW to be one of her babies. So Alice Blight could be in for a fight here tonight, and the only people who are going to benefit is each and every one of us. So there are no rules. The referee here is literally going to be here to count a pinfall or submission. In between that, everything else happens and can go. Anything else goes. Like I say, the ring announcer too scared to announce Alice Blight as usual. But Alice looks ready for action. And like I say, the female ring announcer is in action here. So here comes the sister of the general manager, Stuart Keane, Kirsty Keane. And like I say, she looks ready for action after what happened in the parking lot a few weeks ago. That crowd reaction to her music, it's one of the pure joys of SVW. Kirsty Keane looking ready for action, but her high-flying ability here in an environment made for hardcore wrestlers is definitely going to be a spectacle to watch. Like I say, she's trained by the Postman as well, Stuart Keane's father. We saw him in action earlier. So she has got the skills. Kirsty just getting the flex in before we start this. This is going to be a monumental match, I've got a feeling. Collar on elbow tie up into a waistlock. Okay, very technical, straightforward start. That facebuster we've seen Kirsty utilise multiple times before. This is... Oh, wait a minute. Alice Blight going for... Oh, there it is. The Sister Abigail paying homage to Bray Wyatt. This is no way going to end this quick. 1. Not even a 2 count. Kirsty kicks out. Alice Blight trying to sneak the win in quick. She knows she's got a title opportunity if she wins this here tonight. Alice Blight with a head of scissors. And Kirsty Keane Wayman coming off the ropes looking for a crossbody over the top. She sprung forward so high. And a drop kick by Alice Blight. So both ladies can fly. And is Alice going for a weapon? She is. It didn't take long, did it? Alice Blight has got a baseball bat. And this is now going to pick up, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, baseball bat revert. Oh, Kirsty moved out of the way. Super kick by Alice. Kirsty Keane go for the waistlock, go behind, elbow. Weapons are going to start filling this ring, you can feel it. These ladies hate each other at this point. Oh, reversal by Kirsty. Right hand. Kirsty going for the Irish whip. Wait a minute, springboard off the ropes. Look at that, leap over by Kirsty. Roll through, head scissors. Leap up into a drop kick. Yes, we've seen this before. And this crowd are going crazy for this. Kirsty Keane getting into a flow, and oh my god, she just knocked the referee down with a 450. I don't think that was intentional. Kirsty Keane runs in with a spear. More of a shoulder block, actually. Referee getting back to her feet. Kirsty Keane did apologise to her. Kirsty Keane going for the all-night delight. Her finisher. And Addams Blight moved out of the way. She's now locked her into an STO neck submission here. A code of silence, so to speak. Kirsty Keane rolls out, or slides out. What's she going for here? Alice going to outside. Wait a minute, Kirsty's getting a ladder out here. Okay. She's going to create a ladder bridge. Ladies divided by the ladder. Kirsty goes under it. I don't know if that counts as 7 years bad luck. You're not supposed to pass under a ladder. I don't know if that counts. Hopefully not. But Kirsty Keane and Alice Blight onto the ladder. Oh, wait a minute. No, this is way too early for a move like this. What's Kirsty Keane doing? Kirsty Keane thrown. Oh, caution to the wind. Oh, my God. That's sent on through the ladder, snapping under the weight of the two ladies. And Alice Blight was the cushion. She was the shock absorber for Kirsty. And Kirsty's still suffering from that. Alice Blight's back has got to be scratched to hell. Kirsty Keane bringing out the big guns early. Is that facebuster again? Like I say, we know this match is going to be brutal and very, very personal. Running knee, misses. Super kick by Alice again. Ladies and gentlemen, I can confirm, because we are all thinking it's going to happen, Brian Addams is banned from ringside. Stuart Keane has said, as if you do appear in this match, nice axe handle by Alice, but Kirsty straight back up. And Alice doesn't know what to think of this. Terrified, into the ring announcers, into the commentary table. So I'm getting well caught up in this emotion. But as we said, yes, we all expected it to happen. Brian Addams is banned from this match. If he gets involved in any way, like he did with Hayley Hamilton a few weeks ago, he will be immediately suspended. And with the match that's going on here tonight, I don't think he can afford to do that. Clothesline by Kirsty. The ring announcers are in the way, but Kirsty is taking control here. Not going for the ring. What's she going for here? And as we saw earlier on, like Cameron Cassidy with 5 bags of them, Kirsty Keane has got a bag of thumbtacks. How many bags of thumbtacks do we keep under that ring? Wait a minute, Alice is building another ladder bridge. Kirsty's going to run Alice's head into it. These ladies are starting off balls to the wall. Alice is going to drop Kirsty on the ladder, face first. You know Alice is all about that punishment. And again into the ladder. Ladies and gentlemen, that ladder is made of pure steel. There's no sharp, there's no smooth edges, no smooth corners. You land on it, it hurts like hell. And Kirsty for the 3rd time into the ladder. And this time Alice is going to put her up and suspend her on the ladder. Oh, wait a minute. We're going to get a repeat of what we just saw. We're going to get a return to favour here. Oh, no. Kirsty jumped off. Alice comes off with an axe handle, though. Standing on Kirsty's face. Absolute lack of respect here. Kirsty up. Oh, wait a minute. Traffic cone. I think Alice is going to start diverting traffic. Oh, into the LED post, and you can see the LED like broken there on the bottom. Alice's knee hit that with impact, and she was just holding a kneecap as well. Seems okay now. Nice kick to the head. Kirsty Keane is taking it to our resident menace, shall we say. I think that's probably the polite way of putting it. Kirsty going for the springboard into the ropes with the cross. Oh, she only just got some of that. She nearly landed in those thumbtacks. And facebuster into the thumbtacks. Alice just got a face full of thumbtacks there. And now Kirsty gets that baseball bat. Laying into Alice. She's been waiting weeks for this. Alice, wait a minute. Oh, spinebuster and Kirsty landed. Oh, back of her head and hit those thumbtacks. Automatically making this ring a lot more dangerous. But this referee can't stop this. She's just here for the count or the submission. Alice going for that spinning DDT. Kirsty rolls across the thumbtacks. I don't think her head hit it directly. The baseball bat still in play. Kirsty with the power slam. Going for the pin. I think that's one of the first pinfalls for Kirsty anyway. The pinfall attempt, should we say. Alice kicks out. This has been a hell of a match so far. And I can sense it's only just getting started. Irish Whip and Kirsty over the ropes. Camera angle changed there. Kirsty's on that ladder again. And now Alice is going to return the favour with a senton of her own. These ladies are going to kill each other at this rate. How are they still standing? You see the LED damage, the broken ladders at ringside, the thumbtacks, that traffic cone. Another bag of thumbtacks by Alice here. And she's pulling hers on the outside just to make things a little bit more dangerous if you go over those top ropes. Where's Alice going now? Kirsty's got a table and she whacks Alice in the head with it. And drops the table on her. Alice going for a power bomb. Oh no, Kirsty reversed it. Right hand. And a spin kick. Double spin kicks rotation. These two ladies are absolutely annihilating each other here. That's what we like to see. This is what happens when you cross the personal boundary. Kirsty with another face buster. She's hit that for 3 times so far. Like I say, Brian Addams, we do know, cannot get involved in this match. So Kirsty has got a full clean slate here. Nice running rainbow cutter there. Or a dragon cutter. Whatever you decide to call it nowadays. And as you see, these ladies have gone through 2 ladders already. They've landed in thumbtacks on multiple occasions. And this match is still nowhere near finished. Oh, into the steel stairs. Those steps are not made of plastic, ladies and gentlemen. And again. Alice is obliterating Kirsty Keane here. Gonna go for a third attempt. No, Kirsty blocked it this time. What a match this has been. So we still have Stuart Keane versus... We have the male version of this match in our main event, but that's going to take place 3 stages of hell. Alice going up top. So we know she can fly. She might be looking for that drop kick, which takes a lot of technique. And there it is. Hitting Kirsty in the head. If you miss that drop kick, you're landing square on your back, and it's painful. Alice ignoring the traffic cone. She's got a stop sign here instead. Again. Expecting her to bring out some roadworks from under that ring. And now she's got the traffic cone. Oh, misses that shot though. You know this is a wrestling company that's British when you got traffic cones and stop signs under your ring, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, facebuster here by Kirsty. Oh, wait a minute. What's going on? The lights have gone out here. Kirsty was about to finish this match. And oh my god, Dago Barker's on that top rope. Perched. Oh no! Dago Barker with a stomp. The fall from grace, as she calls it. Wait a minute, the lights have gone off again and Barker is gone. Kirsty Keane has just been attacked. A blink and you'll miss it attack, so to speak. And Kirsty pulling up the thumbtacks out of her arm here. Ladies and gentlemen, Dago Barker, what is her association with Alice Blight? Nice shoulder breaker here. Kirsty Keane may have just been cost this match by Dago Barker of all people. And Alice Blight going for that triangle choke. Kirsty refusing the tap though. And the crowd are chanting here. And Kirsty survives to live a bit further into this match, but she's holding her chest. That fall from grace from Dago Barker. Running knee by Alice Blight. Kirsty Keane has got no comment. She's A little bit unwary here, and Alice with a drop kick of her own. And at this point, it may just be a formality. Oh, wait, no, Kirsty's not out of this yet. Yeah, oh, yes, maybe she is. And the Sister Abigail into the thumbtacks. 1, 2. Oh, my God, Alice Blight is cheated to win here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, it's technically not cheating. It's within the rules. But she needed a huge assist from Daigle Barker to win this. Nice spinebuster here. Alice Blight has won this match because of a huge assist from our resident dearest Steph Daigle Barker, who hit the fall from grace on Kirsty Keane. I've never seen something so eerie though. The lights went out, they came back, and Daigle was already on that top rope ready to perch. Kirsty didn't even see her coming. Alice moved out of the way and bam, Kirsty was hit with it. And then it was only a formality after that point. Alice Blight is your winner. She gets a shot at Pokiday at Homecoming. So congratulations to Alice Blight. Like I say, she fought within the rules. But again, she still needed an assist from Daigle Barker to win this. But like I say, she gets a redemption win and an SVW Championship opportunity. Whether Stuart Keane has something to say about that in due course, we will find out. Alice Blight is your winner, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations. And look at this, she's sitting in those thumbtacks and she does not give a damn. Congratulations, Alice Blight. It's main event time, baby. However, we have a message from Morgan Lovecraft, especially dedicated to Chris Newton. Take it away, Morgan.
Chris Newton. Good luck tonight against my fiancée Stigma.
Okay, that's not what I expected. Good luck, I suppose, to Chris Newton. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Chris Newton versus Stigma for the SVW Championship. That one is next.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the World Heavyweight Championship.
So ladies and gentlemen, this will not be the first meeting between Chris Newton and Stigma. Remember, they were both in qualification matches for the Lockdown Chambers. That is where they first crossed paths, and Stigma and Newton were the last two. That is how this match has now become very competitive between the two. So out first is Chris Newton, the Mad Mank himself, the must-see Mad Mank. He would love to become the second ever SVW champion. This man wears pride on his sleeve, just like these red Man United shirts. We did see Morgan burn then just a second ago, so I'm not sure if that's going to change things here. Probably just a friendly jape between competitive friends. But burning your favourite team's jerseys, as well as a whole shop full of them. It's textbook Morgan, but it's very unorthodox. Maybe trying to get in Chris Newton's head here. Like I say, we know Lovecraft and Stigma like to do the mind games. Like I say, Chris Newton looks ready for action. As we say, the winner of this match will head to Homecoming to face the Postman. As we said, the Postman answered, or was one of the 3 members who answered the open challenge for Chris Newton at Lockdown. That match eventually won by none other than Groucho Porks. So Chris Newton here looking to get his first championship in SVW. He's very confident, but then again he's going up against Stigma, who has never been pinned in SVW. And like I say, he's got the support of a beautiful woman, which for most men is all they need to pull in a good night's work. That's all I'm going to say. So here comes our SVW champion, our inaugural and one and only thus far SVW champion. And Stigma's not in the mood to lose this title. He is not ready to hand it back just yet. There he is, holding up the belt, proud. He has made it abundantly clear that he is proud to represent this company and will continue to do so as long as his body will allow him, which is quite the statement itself. I say coming out to Shadows is custom theme tune done by none other than Frost Valentine. We've seen this pop up a few times here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Remember Frost Valentine on YouTube and Spotify. Our SVW theme tunes are uploaded every 4 days at this point. Make sure you go over there and check them out. Stigma and Chris Newton's songs are on the channel. And like I say, more are being uploaded every couple of days. Like I say, Stigma's partner Morgan Lovecraft, his fiance, one of a few wrestlers in the company who have an official Frost Valentine song from her album Echoes of a Broken Mind. She has Venus, and Stuart Keane, who will be in action in the main event, has the Black Lung of the Soul. This crowd erupting here for Stigma. Like I say, this is not going to be an easy task for either man, but as I say, they are friendly, they like each other, they respect one another. We've seen that a lot here tonight. Honor and tradition, very much the theme when it comes to Japanese wrestling. And that has been the theme here tonight. Emily, Pokiday, Wasteland Chaos, and The Authority. These two men have all been friends. They're just getting down to business.
From Manchester, England, weighing in at 230 pounds, Chris Newton!
I have to honestly say that I don't think Chris Newton is going to be happy about Morgan Lovecraft burning Manchester United shirts.
From Aberdeen, Scotland, weighing in at 260 pounds, the World Heavyweight Champion, the Punisher.
So Stigma looking at that belt fondly. He knows every time he puts it up on the line, there is a very slight chance he could lose it. Like I said, all it takes is one mistake, one wrong move, one lapse of concentration. Chris Newton knows that too. He knows what this is about here tonight. And it's about the grandest prize in the men's division, the World Heavyweight Championship. So here we go. Standard one-on-one match here, no stipulations. And Chris Newton, okay, taking the time. And Newton is, yes, I was going to say, Chris Newton offering to shake Stigma's hand here. And we get a cordial handshake. Here we go. And collar and elbow tie up. This crowd happy about this. And Newton backs Stigma to the corner. And a super kick by Newton. Nice uppercut as well. And Newton, very big fan of those super kicks. There's a super kick flurry named after the one and only David Beckham in his arsenal. And here we go, straight exchange of blows here. And Stigma's down. Newton going in with the right hands. Goes for the roll through, and here's one of those super kicks we mentioned. You can hit them from a variety of angles at any time. And to be honest, Stigma's very good at the super kicks himself. Another super kick by Newton. And Newton, look at this. Now he's exclaiming to Stigma, "Want to burn my Man United shirts?" That's what you get. And Stigma goes for the clothesline. Newton misses. Ducks. Irish whip. And there's a third super kick. You see Newton using that move very effectively so far. Stands on Stigma's chest. Or stomach. Well, more the stomach region. Clothesline by Stigma, and immediately the complexion of this match has changed. Newton trying to get this crowd to rally behind him. I don't think he needs to do that. These fans know exactly what these two men represent in SVW. And the best of the best. And Chris Newton stomping a mud hole in Stigma here. The number one contender. The number one contender. He's got a bit of a flow going. Goes off the ropes with the elbow drop. And he will make a cover attempt here. 1, 2. Ooh, okay. And Stigma just wrapped himself in the jaw, another clothesline. Newton rolls out. That was a good move by Newton. Look at this, trying to confuse Stigma. Right hand. He's going to do a yeet punch here. And I thought Stigma was going to move out of the way. If he did, Newton would have hit that ring post fist first. Stigma rolls back in though. So neither man here wants to lose this match. Oh man, what's that there by Stigma? Why is he mocking Newton? A kick to the ribs. Elbow to the face. Forearm to the back. And Stigma, here we go. He's going in with those kicks. Forearm to the face. Going for the whisper in the wind, and he hits it. I think you heard the crunch there of flesh on flesh. Kick out immediately by Newton. But now Stigma's turned the tide in this match. This has been a decent opening so far. Like I say, we're only just getting started here though. SVW Championship on the line. Remember, we still have Prim versus Selina Weaver to come. That is next, last woman standing. And then it's our 3 stages of hell main event. And Chris Newton going for the Stratford end. Maybe thinking he can finish this quicker than normal. One of his patented moves, but he hasn't gone for the pin. And there's a CTH. Running spear. What's Newton got in mind now? That's the right hand blocked by Stigma. Running a spinning boot by Stigma. And that will change the complexion of this match. 1, 2, and a kick out. Stigma getting Chris Newton back to his feet. Knee to the face. Our SVW champion has been going back and forth so far. This has been a very tight, balanced match, I would say. And we're going for the clothesline by Newton, turning Stigma inside out. Diving headbutt as well. No wasted motion. Chris Newton is yeeting here. Goes for the float over DDT. Hits it. And Newton now is going to go for the pin. 1 and a kick out. Full kick to the ribs. No. Stigma avoided that. Off the rope, going for the power slam, blocked with the knee. And there's a spin kick again, but Newton saw that one coming. And there's another CTH. Newton hitting the big moves. Maybe looking to finish this here. This could be that easy against the champ. Going for another Stratford end, the second of the match so far. And again, Stigma in trouble. 1, 2, and a kick out again. Chris Newton's hit 2 of his biggest moves and Stigma's kicking out of them. Crowd chanting we're not worthy. Going for the Samoan drop, but blocked by Stigma. Elbows his way out of it. Right hand. Going for the waist lock. Follow an elbow. Well, Stigma maybe looking for that crucifix power bomb, but no, Newton's not going to let him have it. He knows how dangerous that is. Oh, wait a minute, another kick. We saw this a second ago. Stigma with another forearm. Knocking Newton to the ground. When the moves work, you use them over and over. Stigma to the corner, runs in with a knee. Chris Newton blocks it with a kick. Another running heel kick. Newton telling Stigma to get up. So he's hit 2 Stratford ends so far, and then neither of them have worked. Nice snap, man. Nice simple move, but such a simple move can still have devastating damage to your neck, especially when you whip it like that. A solid match. So a super kick here by Newton. Again. Newton going up top, maybe looking for that diving headbutt. We've seen it before. And look at the turn in the angle, the change in direction midair. Fantastic technique. And Newton maybe looking for another super kick here. He is. Oh, but Stigma kicks out. Stigma with the elbow, and Stigma has a look on his face that says he is done mucking about here. Our SVW champion is just locked into go home mode, and when that happens, very, very few wrestlers can stop him. When we're going for that curb stomp here. Oh, and oh no, Chris Newton's busted open. Stigma for a flurry of kicks and a knee to that already busted head. Newton's in trouble here. Kick to the ribs, and now we're going for that crucifix bomb. And we know what can happen when he hits this, a spin on it. Newton just hits the ground. And Stigma is going to pull Newton away here. Is he going to go for a pin? He is. And I think Stigma's got this in the bag. 1, 2, no! Chris Newton's kicked out, and Stigma, he's not happy about that. Look, that kick there just to tell him to stay down. And there's the running, spinning boot. For the second time. That has got to be it. 2, it is. Nothing to be ashamed of. Chris Newton put in a hell of a shift here tonight. What a match. So at the end there, you saw Stigma start to lose his temper. So in the replay here, there's a CTH. He hit 2 of those during this match. There's a flurry of super kicks by Chris Newton as well. And like I say, he hit the Stratford end on 2 occasions as well. It just wasn't enough. Stigma kept kicking out, showing us just why he is our SVW champion. And in the end, it took a crucifix bomb and a spinning boot there to put Newton away. But at this point, Newton was busted open, and like I say, he might need to get a head check there. Congratulations to Stigma. He is still So now this lines up a tantalizing match at Homecoming. It will be Stigma versus the Postman for the SVW Championship at Homecoming. Another match added to that card. Congratulations to Stigma. It looked like the Morgan Lovecraft mind games came back to help him in the end. So congratulations to our SVW champion. Ladies and gentlemen, up next we have a coming soon promo. So don't tune out just yet. We're going to see who's coming to SVW soon, and I can say this one is a killer prospect. Apologies for the graphic images you just saw. Victor Y. Sterling is on his way to SVW. We're going to hear more about him in the coming weeks. Up next, it is last woman standing. Selina Weaver, fighting in her hometown, is taking on Prim for the SVW Women's Championship. Who will be the last woman standing? Let's find out.
The following contest is a last woman standing match and is for the Women's Championship.
So ladies and gentlemen, Victor Y. Sterling coming soon to SVW. Our roster continues to grow. But up next, and you heard this reaction here, Selina Weaver, the hometown hero, the final hometown hero tonight who gets a shot at glory. We see Emily Yamashita fell short earlier against Pokiday in an excellent match. The Akira Yamashita, Emily's brother, and his partner Satoru Kobayashi, they won their match but by count-out, so they did not win the SVW Tag Team Championships. So it's all on Selina Weaver here to potentially upset Prim here tonight, and I can confirm that if it is a win here, Selina is a very capable wrestler. But if she was to pin Prim here, I would see that as an upset, because Prim has been on an absolute tear since winning that championship. So taking nothing away from Selina, but Prim is a elite wrestler here in SVW. However, again, they both respect each other, so this is going to be a good match regardless. And here comes our SVW Women's Champion, the Viking, making her way to the ring. So it's not been a good night for the authorities so far. They didn't win the tag team championships, the women's tag team championships earlier. Prim is coming out with the women's championship here. As always, she is ready for action. Now, Prim was asked this question a couple of weeks ago when she first won the championship. She was asked if there was any wrestler in this company she could face and who would it be. Her first answer, without hesitation, was Selina Weaver. And it was only 24 hours later that Selina won a qualification match, and this match is now a formality. So Prim is going to get her wish here tonight. She's going to get a match against the woman she wanted to face for this championship. And like I say, we don't know who will face the champion next. But whoever it is, they're going to have a challenge regardless. Ladies and gentlemen, Homecoming next month in August is shaping up quite nicely. As we just announced, Stigma versus the Postman for the SVW Championship. Blight will now face Pokiday for the Pure Women's Championship. AJ versus Michael Consiglio has also been added to the card. The Women's Championship will be defended, but we're going to find out the number one contender on Sanctum this week. So that pay-per-view is slowly falling into place. So return from Japan. Let's go to the announcers for the intros.
Introducing the challenger, Selina Weaver.
As we say, Selina is ready for action. Look at that, cutting across the throat. That's a statement if I ever saw one.
And her opponent from the Women's Champion,
Now this is very rare. This crowd normally decide on who they're going to vote for and cheer for. Tonight they're cheering for, in this match, they're cheering for both. Selina, like I say, she's Japanese, half Italian. So she is the hometown hero. She does reside here in Tokyo, Japan, when she's not wrestling for SVW. But Prim's getting just the same reaction here. So this is going to be an interesting match. Look at this, Selina already nodding to the crowd. She knows what this match is all about. No hurry, as with Stigma and Chris Newton, there's no hurry here. These ladies coming face to face. Maybe words? Yep, okay. Something was shared there. And here we go, collar and elbow tie-up. Prim may have the strength advantage here. No offense, Selina, but Prim is a powerhouse. And the referee's going to separate these two here. And Prim with the right hand. And again. So Prim, these two like each other, but this is for the Women's Championship. And Selina with the moonsault. Instant impact here. Go for the stomp on the face. As you can see, Selina wearing those modified chaps, so to speak. Showing off her tattoos on her legs. And so the attire allows her to move fluently and quickly. And speared by Prim. You want a big move out of the box, that's the one to hit. And Selina in with the clothesline. These ladies are just beating each other now. Well, we're going for a ripcord knee here, maybe. Yes, there we go, right on the jaw. Selina going up for another moonsault, and this time Prim saw it coming. She got her knees up. Kick here by Prim. Wait, we're going to get an exchange this early. Chops and slaps coming there. Selina just slapped Prim. Prim's chopping, and now they're chopping each other. Look at this, Selina's like, come on, bring it on, bitch. Actually heard that from Selina there. Selina will, she'll fight you till the day she dies. She is a very good striker as well, that's the only problem. Punches in here, punches back and forth between these two. Another chop. And here they come, the punches. This crowd are going mental for this, ladies and gentlemen. Both ladies staggered off the back of that. Prim went for the Well, she tried to grab Selina. She moved out of the way. Nice reversal on the Irish whip. Nice knee by Selina. And Selina going up top again. A moonsault again. And this time she takes the referee down. Wait a minute. Referee's up. The referee rolled through. Remember, this is last woman standing. There's no pinfalls or submissions here tonight. You have to survive and hope your opponent doesn't answer the count of 10. Which is easier said than done when you've got someone like Prim in the ring. Going for the waistlock. Oh, waistlock go behind. Prim going for the dead reckoning neck breaker. And like I said, this will happen a lot in this match, ladies and gentlemen, where the opponent will just step back and let the referee do the work. Irish whip, duck down there. Leapfrog by Prim. Goes for the belly to belly, but Selina moved. Another Irish whip. Selina over the top to the outside. Remember, the 10 count can count anywhere. It doesn't matter where it is. In the ring, outside, in the crowd. Could be in the parking lot for all we care. If the referee can count it, then you're at danger of being counted out. Like I said, beating your opponent to not answer the count of 10 is the other challenge. Selina runs in, running boot. Prim ducked it. Oh, kick to the back of the knee. Another waistlock go behind. Selina so far reversing a lot of what Prim's doing, but then Prim's also doing the same for Selina. These two know each other really well. Into the corner. Goes for the kick. Prim reverses. Prim looking to get a run up here. Runs in with a running kick. And here comes the stomps. And so Prim can lose her temper at times. To her detriment sometimes as well. It's been documented. So Prim playing to this crowd here while the count's on. Here come those strikes from Selina. Nice takedown. Goes for the kick, but Prim moved. Oh, wait a minute, look at this combination by Selina. Kicks and elbows. Where's Selina going? Remember, this is legal. There's no disqualifications in this match. I thought Selina was going for a weapon. My apologies. Look at this, Selina in the corner coming, beckoning Prim to bring it. Forearm and a knee. Referee counting. Where's Selina going now? Oh, she's going for a weapon, maybe. Yeah, here we go. Baseball bat. Selina hits Prim in the head with the baseball bat. Axe handle. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, Selina just struck the referee. She doesn't want her to count yet. Okay. Just tell the referee not to count. Don't need to strike her for it. And a forearm, and Prim's busted open. And Selina is locking in. Selina's just entered full business mode here, ladies and gentlemen. And another elbow to the referee. Oh my God. I mean, it's all legal. Our referees don't get paid danger pay, though. Selina over the ropes. And technically, the ref has to count if the count is there. Nice knee by Selina off the top rope. And another knee, but Prim avoided that. Prim, oh, wait a minute. Look at the scoop. Into that accordion backbreaker here. And Selina will break out of this quite quickly. Nice arm drag. Selina runs in, and there's the Meteora. Where's Selina going now? She's already brought a baseball bat into the ring. Oh, wait a minute. She's going for those steps. I think she was looking for those steel steps. And wait a minute. Axe handle. Wait a minute. Selina doesn't want that ref to count. Selina, oh no, brainbuster on the ref. This referee's not going to be able to get up at some point. Selina's trying to get the referee, and Prim is taking advantage of that. Into the code of silence, wrapping those thick thighs. Oh, wait a minute, no. Oh, the camera cut there, weirdly. Selina immediately escaping the submission hold. We have Prim here going for the back split, and it looks like Prim may have been busted open. I mean, we did see that earlier, sorry. Prim has been busted open. The blood now flowing. But again, this referee thrown out of the ring by Selina. Selina has a game plan she wants to stick to, and I think she's going for those steel steps. Yeah, she was looking at those a second ago on the other side. Prim with the face bust. Oh no, on the stairs! Selina just hit those steel steps face first. No, where's Prim going? Selina getting up. And Prim off the rope with the axe handle. No! Selina blocked it. And another elbow to the referee. Well, I think Prim was going for the rise to Valhalla there. Selina blocked it into a power slam. Oh, wait a minute now. Selina's rearranging the furniture. This could get very messy very quickly at this rate. Oh, Prim with the reversal into the table. Elbow by Selina though. She wants to get Prim on that table for something nefarious. Oh, wait a minute. No. Selina's going into the ring. She's not doing what I think she's going to do. She's coming off that top rope. And Selina with the moonsault. Oh, my God. Prim moved out of the way just in time. And Selina hit nothing but table. And the crowd are chanting, this is awesome. They're not wrong. This is absolute carnage at this point. And to be fair, the referee's counting fast. And Selina's not liking that. And an elbow to Prim. She just threw a chair at the referee. This referee's counts are very quick. And to be fair, they're not supposed to be that quick. So Selina obviously taking offense. This referee probably just wants to get home in one piece. Getting those counts done quick is the easiest way to do that. Selina back up. Prim's in the ring now. What's Prim up to? Prim's going to the corner for some reason. Selina throwing a chair at the ropes. And there's a meteor. Oh my God. The back of Prim's head just hit those steel steps. And another chair shot to the referee. Prim with a spear. This is absolute chaos. Oh, wait a minute. No, the dragon screw. Taking that knee out. And Selina's got those steel steps now. No, she's not going to use them on Prim yet. I think she's taking them into the ring. She's got something in mind with those. I say she was looking at those early. I mean, there's one way you can break the pin. Just break the count. Just pick Prim up. You didn't have to beat the referee up all those times. But too late now. Remember, Prim into the barricade. No, reversal, and Selina into the barricade instead. Prim runs Selina over here. The referee's in the way. Again, referee is counting. So that's the referee's job. She's only here for that tonight. No submissions, no counts. Well, no pinfall counts, I should say. Oh, the senton, and Prim got her knees up. And those Viking boots with those metal plates were just spun into the back of Selina. Prim keeps coming into the corner for some reason. I don't know what she's trying to do. Selina's got a kendo stick. And to the face. Prim's up. And a clothesline by Prim. And Selina landed legs first on those steel steps. Her legs are still on there as well. Selina back up. Selina's still in this match. Another spear, but Selina moved. Oh, and wait a minute. There's that crosshatch kick. Selina's patented finisher. Are we going to have a new champion? No, because Selina's not done yet. She hit the referee with it, and the referee's back up again. It doesn't matter. Selina's hitting Prim at the moment. Goes to the clothesline, blocked by Prim. Prim with the Irish whip. Prim with the clothesline. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been astounding so far. And Prim now playing to this crowd a little bit. Referee's on a 4 count. Selina's back up. There's still steps very much in play here, like we saw earlier with the thumbtacks. Nice kick by Prim. Well, Prim getting this crowd into this by the stomps. Taunting Selina Weaver. And a running kick. So Prim needs to keep an eye on Selina. Prim with a... Oh, goes for the headbutt. Oh, wait a minute. No! Prim landed face first on those steps. And so all it takes is one bad move, one miss. Oh, wait, what's Selina doing here? There's no way. Selina's going to powerbomb Prim on those stairs. Oh, my God! Prim's spine bending unnaturally over the edge of those steps. And here comes that crosshatch kick again. Are we going to have a new champ? Prim's still up somehow. Off the rope with a running forearm. Oh, sorry, the springboard forearm. Selina is not over, she's not done here yet. Pointing to Prim. Let's roll through. Rolling leg sweep. Selina. What's she going to do here? Off the ropes with a crossbody. Sorry, the big splash. Wait a minute, this referee knows what's coming. She should have stopped counting. And she's been thrown out of the ring again. Selina wants to destroy Prim here. Look at the pose. Mocking Prim. Right hand. We're going to get an exchange again. We saw one of these earlier. Right hands. Shot by Prim. Right hand blocked here by Prim, and Prim is now going to possibly win this exchange. No. And Prim's telling Selina to bring it. And so Prim's, you can see the blood on her forehead, and there's that combination again. Oh, neck break! Oh my God, this referee! And the referee's back up, and Selina did not like that. Running knee to the back as well. Give the referee some credit, but this referee should basically stay back. Just let these two women ruin each other, and then maybe step in when there's no other option. Selina going up top with another moonsault. She hit. Oh no, she missed that. The elevation was too much. Running kick by Prim. This has been an absolute slobber knocker so far. And Prim's got Selina up. Maybe she's going to go on the steps next, and she's. Oh my God! Going into the V of the stairs, legs across the edge. These steps are damaging these ladies. Prim again. I think she was looking for Rise of Valhalla there, but Selina blocked it. Punch to the ribs. And there comes that combination. We've seen this before. Oh! Knee to the face, and Prim is in trouble. Baseball bat. He's ready. And this time the referee's actually allowed to count. Selina's allowed it. Oh, but I spoke too soon. This crowd are cheering every time that referee gets clobbered. That poor referee just came here to do her job. And Selina's making her suffer for it. Oh, and a sledgehammer to the ribs. And Prim's back up with a clothesline again. The referee's down this time, and Prim wants to count. Referee's not there to do it. Now she is. Where Prim goes in with a leg drop. Oh, and a kick, and now Prim's taking out the referee. This referee is obviously not allowed to do her job. Prim with a Rise to Valhalla on the referee. Oh my God. Well, these two ladies just want to destroy each other, and they're seeing the referee as a major obstacle in doing that at the moment. And Prim with the Rise to Valhalla, but no, Selina blocks out of it. It's a move that Prim hasn't been able to hit on her opponent yet. She's hit it on the ref. Referee's back up. And Selina's celebrating too early because Prim's there. Oh, wait a minute, what's this? Selina with the pose. Oh, and the knee to the face. Prim caught off guard by that. Selina telling Prim to get up. Off the rope with a knee on the Meteora attempt. Prim moved. But these weapons are right at their disposal now. Sledgehammer. And again. Oh, and she hit the referee with it as well. Of course she did. It's almost textbook at this point to hit the ref. Nice suplex by Selina. Selina with that backflip. We've seen her do that a few times here tonight. Selina going to the corner. What's she got in mind here? Springboard moonsault. The move that started all this. And Prim is going for the referee. I think that was a mistake because Prim just walked straight into the crosshatch kick. Prim was too focused on the referee, and it may have cost her here. Referee's counting quick as well. We knew this was always going to happen. We may have an upset here. We're on 8 and Prim's not responding. 9 count. We have a new SVW Women's Champion, ladies and gentlemen. What a match. These ladies destroyed each other. I would pay money to see that happen again between these two. Stuart Keane, general manager, whoever's in charge after tonight. Can we see these two go at it again? Can we get a rematch between these two? That would be absolutely phenomenal. Like I say, Selina taking advantage. Prim was distracted by the referee, which became a huge factor here.
Here is your winner, and the new Women's Champion, Selina Weaver.
That huge response from the Japanese crowd for their hometown hero. What a match this was. Congratulations to Selina Weaver. She is our new Women's Champion. Ladies and gentlemen, it's main event time. There is so much on the line here as our general manager Stuart Keane steps into 3 stages of hell to defend the honour of our very company. Tonight he takes on Brian Addams with some serious consequences on the line. It's time. Let's do this. Ladies and gentlemen, this 3 stages of hell match will take place as follows. Match 1 will be a normal wrestling match. Match 2 will be an Extreme Rules match, similar to what we saw earlier with Kirsty, Keane and Alice Blight. If there's a need for a third match, so if it's 1-1 between these two men after the second match, it goes to overtime and sudden death. And that is going to be contested inside Hell in a Cell.
The following contest is a stages of hell match. Making his way to the ring, representing the Acolytes, weighing in at 250 pounds, Brian Addams.
So normal match, Extreme Rules, and if needed, Hell in a Cell. 3 of the most common matches in SVW and wrestling. However, it doesn't mean this is going to be easy for either of these men. And again, ladies and gentlemen, your final reminder, Frost Valentine is on YouTube, as the little banner just said, including this song, Throne of Ashes for the Acolytes. But ladies and gentlemen, this match is going to be brutal, it's going to be long. However, this match is also a result of the entire SVW history. Yes, we've only had 7 episodes. Yes, this is our 9th show in total. Yes, this is our 9th show in total. However, it's been epic, dramatic, and exciting. However, the first thing we saw on SVW television was Stuart Keane being accosted by Brian Addams, and that is where this match has ended up. This is going to be the culmination of 9 weeks of torture and punishment back and forth between these two. Threats, personal attacks, you name it. And like I say, Stuart Keane has put stipulations on this. If Brian Addams loses, he has to unmask, and then he will never get an SVW championship match again, and he has to leave SVW at the end of his contract. However, if he can win, Brian Addams gets a shot at the SVW Championship at a time of his choosing. He also gets to pick the match stipulation and when and how as well, which is basically putting the SVW Championship up for ransom, if you ask me.
And his opponent from London, England, weighing in at 240 pounds, Stuart Keane.
Like I say, SVW General Manager Stuart Keane was called unfair. He's treated the Acolytes disrespectfully over the last few weeks. To be honest, the Acolytes have brought it on themselves in some ways, but Stuart Keane wanted to make it fair for Brian Addams here tonight. So here we go. Stuart Keane has not wrestled in a ring for 4 years. He looks in great shape, let's be honest. He's always looked in great shape. But being in great shape and being able to fight off ring rust is a completely different story. As we said, Frost Valentine's music is on SVW, is on YouTube. Her SVW music is on YouTube. This theme song by Frost, Black Lung of the Soul, is one of her original songs off her first album, Echoes of a Broken Mind. But let's dispense with the music now. This is going to be very, very brutal and very, very personal. And Bryan Addams straight in with a running check, body check, so to speak. This is not going to be fun for either man. Well, it could be fun for either man, but it's going to be brutal nonetheless. Remember, this is a normal match to start with. There are rules here. It gets a little bit nastier after this match. Right hand by Bryan Addams. And you've got to feel that Bryan Addams is going to have the huge advantage. These headbutts, oh my god. But remember, Keane fighting out though. Remember, Keane he has been a wrestler before. He's not, this isn't his first match. However, it's his first match in as we said, it's his first match in 4 years. He's going to have to do something special here to pull off a win. But he's capable of it. Going to be an axe handle here by Bryan Addams. So they are restrained by the rules in this match, but it goes out the window once this match is over. Anything goes for the following 2 matches if they are both needed. Addams playing to this crowd. Nice right hand. Going for the choke. Keane fights out for the elbow. Oh, nice roll through here. Look at that roll through from Keane. 1, 2. Ooh, could have snatched it there. Like I said, no offense to Stuart Keane, but snatching the win in one of these matches might be the best way to do it. So Bryan Addams has been, he's a very, very technical wrestler when he wants to be. I was going to throw Keane across the ring here. But he's also well versed. He's not rusty. He's smooth. He's fluent. He knows exactly what to do in these matches. Addams getting beckoning Keane to his feet with the curse of the arm here. And we're going for a Uranagi. And Keane just bounced off that mat. And now he's going to bounce again. Heads first. Will there be a general manager left after this match? That's the thing I'm worried about the most. Stuart Keane's put his pride on the line. He's put his company on the line by fighting here. And running in by... Oh! Kick to the ribs. We've blocked it. Keane was going for something there. And Addams is going to headbutt Keane in the spine with that mask. Oof. You have to feel Bryan Addams can't do too much to Stuart Keane. He can't destroy him completely. Like I say, he gets... Oh, we're going to snap the knee, snap the neck. Oh my god, he's going to snap the neck. I stand corrected. Maybe he is going to destroy Stuart Keane. He would have got the contract earlier saying that he gets the title match if he wins, regardless of Keane's condition. So Bryan Addams has got nothing to lose. Only if he loses. Bryan Addams going for that last right power bomb. We've seen him use this before. Keane's going to block this though. He knows exactly what he needs to do to stay in this match. Lufres press. Addams going to the second rope, looking for that senton to the ribs. And for the elbow to the ribs. Go for the kick, misses, and Bryan Addams going for the choke bomb. The Midnight Curse. The move he taught to Vantabea. And Vantabea will be proud of that. Hit it perfectly. Here comes the last right powerbomb. And this could be the first fall, to be fair. Powerbomb, and Keane hit the ropes on the way down as well. Is this over? 2. No! And Bryan Addams, I think, a little bit look of respect there. I don't think he expected that. They'll try and fight forever. Like I say, you can guarantee Keane is not... Oh, and Keane's busted open. We thought it was going to come at some point. Runs in by Addams, nice elbow. But that's a bad thing, because Keane has got potentially 2 more matches after this. If he's going to be bleeding all the way through, that could be very, very bad for both of them. Spin kick by Keane. And this is where the inexperience of Keane, he's 4 years rusty. Took a second there to form for the next move, and he's going to go the fallout. The Omega driver, he calls it the fallout. 1, 2, and Addams kicks out as well. Keane, wait a minute, springboard off the ropes. And mate, that does not look like someone who's been out of the ring for 4 years. Look at the speed and a diving headbutt as well. And this is where Keane's going to try and tuck in these pinfalls as quickly as he can. Okay, all it takes is 3 seconds. And the sling blade, roll through, drop kick. Okay, Stuart Keane showing some moxie here. You can bet he's been waiting to get hold of Brian Addams for the last few weeks. I say Keane was in a neck brace up till last week because of the actions of Brian Addams. Bending the arm back here, knee to the back. Oh, kick to the head. Irish whip. And another running body check. Off the rope, and another senton. I've seen that a few times from Brian Addams. He's going to the top rope now. So we don't see Adam go top rope very often. Oh, axe handle, no. Punch by Keane, blocked it. Right hand. And then Keane going for a powerbomb of his own, maybe. Look at the strength of Keane. Actually, no, he's going to drop Brian Addams face first on that top turnbuckle. Oh! And here come those face washes. Now Keane's going to get a running face wash in here too. Oh my god. Another pinfall attempt. 1, 2. This is only the first match, ladies and gentlemen. We've still got potentially 2 more. But who is going to get the pivotal first fall? I think Keane was looking maybe for the return descender there. His dad's finishing move, the postman, we saw him in the opening match. Pinfall attempt by the clothesline here by Brian Addams. And Keane kicks out again. You see Addams holding his mask in frustration. He does not know what he needs to do here to put away our general manager. To Brian Addams, this is an affront. The fact he's in the ring with him to begin with. Are we going to get another last ride powerbomb? We are. That could be enough. 1, 2. It is. The first fall goes to Brian Addams. Now, referee's going to clean up Stuart Keane just before we get to the second match. Very quickly, the blood has been wiped away. There's still a wound there, though. And you can see the welts on Stuart Keane's back. This is not over by any shot, but here we go. Extreme Rules. Match number 2. Keane with the strikes and the elbows. And a super kick. Keane might be looking for the Omega Driver. The fallout again. Is he going to end it quick? This is what you need to do now at this point in the match, where a little bit of exhaustion will be creeping in. 2 count only. But this is where the rules are out the window now. These men can do anything within their power. And Keane has gone for those thumbtacks. We saw that earlier tonight. Oh, and maybe not. Brian Addams has got the thumbtacks instead. And the crowd are cheering. Addams holding that up. And he's going to give them what they want. He's going to pour them out in the ring. Remember, we saw 5 bags in the opening match. We saw some in the match between Alice Blight and Kirsty Keane as well. Oh, wait a minute. Keane onto the thumbtacks. I mean, Brian Addams has got a vest on. He might be okay, but Keane's got bare skin. No. Brian Addams going for another last ride. No, just a normal power bomb. But Keane kicks out. This has been an epic match so far. Running knee by Keane. But Keane needs to win this fall. If he loses, it's 2-0 and it's over. We don't need a third match if Keane loses. If he wins, the cell will be lowered. Oh, clothesline. Brian Addams moved. Chop. Right hand. Brian Addams going to run Keane into the barricade. Brian Addams is going for another bag of thumbtacks. I sense a theme here, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, the Japanese wrestlers love it. I think Brian was trying to whip it there. For whatever reason. Oh, the referee down. Just because he can, I suppose. Brian Addams is going for a table here. Keane is going to make a ladder bridge. A very similar layout. Oh, the ladder bridge especially is very similar to their counterparts earlier tonight, Alice Blight and Kirsty Keane. Brian Addams got a table. I think Keane's going for another table too. Hang on. This is going to be like an IKEA showroom at this point. Keane in. Catches the leg. Obviously the tables on top of the thumbtacks does minimise the risk a little bit. Leapfrog. Punch to the ribs. Keane goes for the kick. Blocked by Bryan Addams. What's Keane going mind here? Oh, table fell down. Strikes here by Keane. Going for the... it's like a suplex without the arm hook. No, cravat suplex maybe. Addams back to the corner. Oh, wait a minute. I think the camera lost focus there for a second. Axe handle. Keane laying into Bryan Addams. And Bryan Addams is going shoulder first into that ring post. Here comes another face wash. We're going to get a second one of these. Keane does like this move. Oh, and Bryan Addams is busted open. In for attempt here. Kick out by Addams. And it's very hard to see under that mask, but Bryan Addams can see a bit of blood dripping out from under his neck. And here comes a third bag of thumbtacks, and now there's going to be thumbtacks in and around that table, whichever way you look at it. Wait, what's this? Going to be a facebuster, face first onto his knee. It looked like he was going to drop him face first, but he actually gutbuster instead. Addams sets up a table. So rearranging the furniture here. There's something nefarious in mind. A nice chop to the throat. Keane is down. Addams is rearranging these tables for something. Positions one in the corner. Oh, Addams into the table himself. Oh, sling blade by Keane. Rolled over the thumbtacks there, but landed in them. What's he going for now? He's got a kendo stick now. Really buying into the extreme rules here. That table's in the way. It's going to fall over in a minute. Look at it teetering. It's not even leaning on anything. Oh, wait a minute. No. Bryan Addams. He's obviously checked the fire code here in the building. We are allowed fire. Bryan Addams has set that table on fire. And the crowd chanting, "This is awesome." Ladies and gentlemen, this show has been phenomenal. And we're ending it the way we started and continued all the way through with the best wrestling known to man. That fire table becoming a very real threat. And that table's now going to fall on top of Bryan. Oh no, it's gone out of the ring. Okay. There's Keane going mind here. And no, Bryan Addams reversed it. Elbow. Kick to the ribs. I said, trying to use that table. Oh, wait a minute, no, it's fallen down. And has gone out as well. The fire has extinguished. So, threat relief for the moment. Oh, and Addams landed on those thumbtacks. It looked like he didn't actually feel it at first, but and then he was reacting to it. That third body check, maybe the fourth actually. We've seen it a few times. What a match this has been so far. Addams setting up that table for a second time. Drop kick. Maybe not done with that fire table yet. We'll see in a moment. Oh, Irish whip and Addams onto the apron. Locked. And at the moment, like I say, Bryan Addams is taking control here. Like I say, he's got the 1-fall. He needs a second to win this whole match. Keane needs to win to stay in this. And there's the Sister Abigail. It won his wife Alice the match earlier. Is it going to win the match here for him? No, he's going for the fire again. You see how Bryan holding his hands out there, get some warmth. Like the campfires they regularly hold for their cult members. We've seen the promos, we've seen the videos. Oh! Addams rolls through. Keane is trying to get him through that table. Well, both of them are trying to use that table to their own methods. Keane went for a spear, missed. Oh, and Keane onto the table. Keane's back gave out there. He was going for a power slam. He didn't manage to hit it in the end. Oh, and again, Keane's face first into the fire. Bryan Addams might be trying to steal it here. And Bryan Addams actually didn't go for the pin. He actually broke the pin up. Hey, what's Addams doing? This is a mistake. This seems like an issue. Oh, Keane with the kick. No. Brian Addams may have cost himself this fall with that mocking taunt. Oh, through the fire table. Oh, and a kendo stick to the back of the head. And to the leg. Keane is just Keane is just laying into Brian Addams here. Oh, yeah, Keane goes up top. If I know what he's going for here, he's going for that shooting star press. On the thumbtacks as well. Oh, wait a minute, no, he's not going for the pin though. And a kendo stick hit. This match has been phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. Oh, wait a minute, no, return to sender. Going for the pin. 1, 2. And a kick out by Addams. What does Keane have to do to put this man away? I mean, another return to sender might do it. It worked on Consiglio earlier tonight. Is that going to be enough? 1, 2. It is. Keane has leveled the match here. Ladies and gentlemen, it is one apiece. Once Brian Addams gets to his feet, we are going into Hell in a Cell. And it doesn't get any more demonic than this structure. We haven't seen this cell structure in SVW yet. And there it is. It's being lowered around him. Again, look at the welts on Keane's chest and his back. Oh my god. Here we go. Keane's going in with a kick straight away. Brian Addams pushing him over. They're moving a bit more gingerly now, as you can see. They've gone through hell already. 2 stages of hell. This is the 3rd. Yeah, Keane's in a half-leg Boston Crab here. He does escape. Sling blade again. And where anything goes in this cell, they can go outside it, they can stay in it, they can go up on the roof. We'll see what path they decide to take. Keane's going for a kendo stick. And another bag of thumbtacks. He's going for weapons here. Keane roll back in, and Brian Addams is going to join him. He's got a table. We've already seen the fiery table come into play here. We're loading up the arsenal here. Keane going off the rope with a springboard cutter. Oh, wait a minute. Brian Addams with the spooky shenanigans. The Keane was ready for it. And a spear by Keane. And Keane was I mean, he's the boss of the referees. He's telling the referee to stay out of this. I think Keane may be getting a lapse of emotion there. Oh, and a kendo stick to the face. Maybe getting caught up in the moment there. Russ forearm by Keane. Over the thumbtacks. And again, the referees cleaned the ring out after that last match, but the thumbtacks are back. And another kendo stick. Brian Addams is getting his proverbial arse whooped here. And he's broke that kendo stick over Brian Addams. He's hit him over and over. This has been a phenomenal match. And another return to sender. Is Keane going to win it that quickly in Hell in a Cell? It's 2. Referee slow count, but then he did get thrown out of the ring a moment ago. Oh, Addams is up. Saw that nip up there. I don't think I've seen Brian Addams do that before. Knee to the face. Keane throws Brian Addams out. What's Keane got in mind here? He's throwing him out here for a reason. And Keane's going to whip Brian Addams into that. Oh, into the cage. And Keane is going to take him through the cage to the outside. Ladies and gentlemen, this cell is no longer containing these two men. This feud has become so personal, even Hell in a Cell can't keep them contained. Oh, wait a minute. Brian Addams with a knee, and Addams is going to climb up the cage here. Trying to get away from Stuart Keane. The only way is up. Is Keane going to follow him? Yes, he is. That is 20 foot in the air, ladies and gentlemen. A fall from there could potentially end your career. It has ended careers. But at this point, I don't think either of these two care. Nice knee by Keane. These two just want to absolutely destroy each other. Oh, and a clothesline. The whip on that was lethal. And Brian Addams is, again, taunting Keane by standing in the middle. Spear by Keane. I'm actually worried for these two competitors now. This is getting beyond personal. This has gone beyond the boundaries of a boss fighting his most disrespectful employee. Oh, wait a minute, what's this? A spinning face gutbuster. And you can hear that cage buckling underneath them. And like I said, that's wire mesh up there. It's not going to take a lot to go through it. And you can see it buckling underneath Brian Addams there. Addams playing to the crowd here. Keane's in a bad way. He's doing very well for someone who hasn't wrestled for 4 years, but how far can he take this? Brian Addams with a spinning suplex. Side suplex. And Keane's precariously close to the edge there as well. Brian Addams doesn't want to throw him off. He wants him in the middle for some reason. He's got something planned. And if I know what he's planning, it's going to be absolutely devastating when it happens. And Brian Addams is going to take Keane over here to the middle. Keane blocks it. Goes for the spear, misses. And Brian Addams might have what he needs to put Keane into the ring. And he got the Wasteland slam. Here come the strikes by Addams. And Addams is going to go for the power slam through the cage. No. The cage somehow held out. It's not going in now, though. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. That's absolutely devastating. Falling through the roof into the ring. Keane's still up. What the hell is Keane doing? He kicked out at 1 and he hit a spear. How is this man still standing? It's got to be pure adrenaline at this point. And he's taunting the crowd. Oh no. The one mistake that he could not afford. And Brian Addams has won it with the mandible claw. Oh my God, what a match. Stuart Keane made one mistake and it cost him the whole match. Now, he's got no reason to be ashamed of this result. Stuart Keane has put in a hell of a match here. But ladies and gentlemen, Brian Addams is now the #1 contender, other than the postman, to the SVW Championship. And Stuart Keane may have just put his company up for ransom. But ladies and gentlemen, what a match that was to end the show. And what a way to end Genesis. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been Nigel Montgomery. This has been SVW Jenesis, our first Japanese pay-per-view. If you liked what you saw here tonight, like and subscribe and comment. You can be part of SVW if you want to. DM me or join the Discord to find out how to do that. But for now, we're back to normal SVW television on Tuesday. I've been Nigel Montgomery. Thank you for watching and have a good evening. Ciao now. Bye bye bye.